Hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How are you guys? Today we are doing something a little bit different. We are going to be doing what I'm calling rapid fire questions so that I can get to more of your questions and hopefully get more questions answered. So if you've been here hanging around different lives that I've done and never got your question answered, today may be your day. And if you would like a guaranteed reading, you can always send a super chat or PayPal donation. The donations are greatly appreciated. They are going to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in a little camper, hoping to very soon get her house built. So all of your beautiful donations and love are going to help her get back on her feet. And if anyone in this world deserves it, it is my beautiful mom. She has done everything for me, and she's the first person to help anyone else. So the least I can do is give everything that I get from this channel to her to get her back on her feet. So thank you guys so much for everything, for being here, for your donations, just for your good vibes and love. It all matters, and it all means the world to me and her. So thank you guys. How are you? If you're in the house, put in 1111 in the chat. Let's see who's here so I can say hi to you guys. Looks like we've got 11 people present. So we've got Jen Jane. Hello, how are you? Poonam, you're here. We have your name on the super chat list from like last week or 2 weeks ago. It's been a while, so I'm glad you're back. We can get your question answered today. KCC is here. Emery, hello. Nisi is here. Emery, I already said that. So is here. Bernadette. Lisbeth Hernandez, hello. Stacy Dean, hey guys, I'm glad to see you. Oh, Czar's in the house. All right, so we got some players. We got some people on deck here wanting to get some readings going. So yes, I was kind of explaining what we're doing today in yesterday's live. And yeah, it's gonna be, I was like, my heart's been racing all morning. My guides, your guys' guides kept me up all night, like showing me how this might go. And you know, the excitement mixed with the anxiety of it, it's just, it's making me sweat a little bit, but we're gonna see how I can do this. I've watched a few other tarot readers, besides the Cosmic Awakening, she's here quite often. She kind of does more my style, really breaks things down, goes in depth with her live readings for people. But I've seen tarot readers who, even with the super chats, they like get one card, they're like, yep, that's your answer, okay, next. Like that's what they do, that's how they do it. And like, I don't know how they do it, because my guides just want to keep talking and talking and getting information out and elaborating on the situation. So like, to me, that's like a major challenge. And my guides are like, stepping out of comfort zone time, Amanda, let's do this. So let's see if I can do this. Hopefully I'll be able to answer more of your questions. But if you keep posting your free reading and I'm just not getting to you, the best way to get yourself a guaranteed reading is to send a super chat donation, or you can wait for future lives. I go live about twice a week these days. I will be live again next Saturday, and next Sunday we are having another solar eclipse special. I've got lots of information already pouring in from my guides about what's going down on that solar eclipse and the energies that are ricocheting out as a result of that. It's really exciting, it's really transformational, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it next Sunday, a week from today. So be ready for that. Set your subscription and your notification bell so you don't miss that one. And what I want to do to start this out for everyone is just get a message for everyone who's here, everyone who will be rewatching this later. I want to get a message out to you guys. This is kind of just a general message, just to kind of see what we need to know for today, or just what energies we're bathing in at the current time. So let's just, let's see. I'm being directed over here to the Angel Messenger deck. So let's see, if you're watching or listening right now, this message is for you. Okay, that's too many. We'll take those two just to see what we got. Okay, so we have the Yvonne card, And it says, you have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. So those of you who have pets, who've lost pets, who are thinking about getting pets, this is for you. Even if you don't have pets, just your bond with animals is really strong right now. Oh, thank you so much, Neha. I will go ahead and add you to our super chat list. I better do that now. I don't know if my mods are still here. I will go ahead and post the current list. Got Nom, I'm adding you to the list because you've been on my long list for a while here. Also, add Neha before I space that out. I spelled that right. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Okay, so this is our current chat list, and in between each super chat or donation, I am going to be selecting a free question from the chat, but we will get to that very shortly. This is back to our general collective message for those watching. So just animals are playing a really big role in your life currently and in the near future. Just maybe seeing a lot of animal symbolism. She's holding a kitten right here, so many of you may be seeing a lot of cats or spending a lot of time with cats. I can't track names right this second. Okay, no worries. We've only got 12 people here, it looks like. So I should be able to hopefully handle it, and I'll be able to see any super chats. This chat's not scrolling by so fast, so we should be good. Yes, our next card. It says here, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. So this is just a bit of a patience card because there is something really beautiful. And it's very fitting for the energy we're in right now. We're in the middle of that two week cycle of eclipses. The, let's see, what was it? The full moon eclipse on November 30th, and then the solar eclipse on December 14th. We're still in that eclipse gateway. The energies are popping off. If you have checked the Schumann resonance, not the main site that they always have, because that looks like it's just dead as a doornail, almost just flatlined. But there's another software tracking the Schumann resonance, and supposedly it hit 1100 hertz, which is so far off. I mean, it's supposed to be 7.83 hertz. So if this isn't proof there's something going down on this planet energetically, physically, emotionally, I don't know what is. But this is physical proof something is happening. There are big changes on the horizon and new beginnings for us all. So it's really beautiful. And Aries, there is no free list. I just select those intuitively each round. So if you want, you can check the description box for more information about how we're running things. But I'm going to actually, now that I'm done with our general reading for everybody, I'm going to kind of explain it again. So you can just hold the phone and we will get right into this because we've now got 16 people. So we've almost doubled our number since we started. And I want to, oh, hello. Amy likes kiwis. Hello. Hello, Aries Sean. Hello, Katerina from Macedonia. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Bruna, hello. So yes, okay, I will explain one more time what we're doing, and then those who are kind of popping in here and there will have to either read the description box or get that information from a mod. But this is what we're doing today. I already have a super chat list that I'm posting periodically, which I'll post it again right here. If you would like a guaranteed reading today, you can always donate through PayPal or super chat if you feel so inclined to get your reading done guaranteed. Also, or you can wait around each round. So we'll do a super chat question and then a free question, and then a super chat question and a free question. And today, like I kind of explained earlier, I'm going to be rapid fire doing these questions, trying to, my guides are going to help me because I like to go in depth and get real specific with things. But my guides are like, you got to move it along, step out of your comfort zone and do this. So I'm hopefully going to get to more people's free questions this way, and everyone hopefully will be happy with what they get. So yes, if you're here and you want a free question, each round after the super chat, that's the guaranteed reading, we will be selecting from the chat a question, and I'll select it intuitively. And I ask that you only post it once per round, because if you just spam, that really kind of starts to annoy other people and everything gets lost in the shuffle and it just creates chaos. So try not to spam, because I will intuitively select your question, and whichever one I'm drawn to, that's what we're going for this round. So we're going to go ahead and actually start with Poonam, because Poonam donated, man, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, and please excuse my dog, he's downstairs barking. And I did see Poonam posted the question, but I got to scroll up and try to find it again. I scrolled a little too far. Let me go back. Oh, when can you be able to find and buy your own apartment? Ooh, that's a great question. Okay, so we're going to start with Poonam's super chat. And right after this one, I will ask you at that point to post your free question, and I will intuitively select that. But remember, we're trying to get as many things going and make these quick. Well, you got the yes, Poonam. So definitely you are going to be able to find and buy that apartment. But let's try to find out when. Let's just see if we can find out when. Okay, when will Poonam be able to find and buy their own apartment? Well, you're going to have a bunch of helpful people around trying to help you do so. But I want a time frame. Sometimes Spirit doesn't like to give time frames, especially in these very chaotic energies and major timeline shifts that we're going through. Right as I say that, it's 11:11 a.m. where I'm at. So it's on point. The energies, the timelines are shifting so much lately that timelines and time frames that people give can be wildly different from one day to the next at this point. So take these time frames with a grain of salt, but it does say here a year from now. I feel a year from now, Poonam, that the energies are really going to start stabilizing and being more, I guess stable. Stable would be the best way I could describe that. So a year from now, Poonam, but that doesn't mean to stop looking now. I think you should still be looking at all times, because the actions that we take can shift time forward or back, or inactions we take can shift things. So just keep following your intuition and going with the flow, because you will find it at least a year from now, probably at the latest. That's what they're saying. So I hope that answered your question, and thanks for coming back, and thanks again so much, Poonam, for your super chat. It means the world to us. I appreciate you. Okay, so if you have a free question you would like answered, go ahead and post that one time right now in the chat, and I will intuitively select that. I'll give you a few seconds, because I think you guys are lagging about 10 seconds behind me. You're so welcome, Poonam. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Okay. People are posting. Okay, it's happening. It's happening. Okay, so I'm going to wait a few minutes, not minutes, but like moments, to let a couple more people post their questions. And then I'm going to intuitively select one. Oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. I am being drawn to Aroha. I know it's New Zealand, but I can never say that right. And then Aroha, you know who you are. Your free question. Is Oracle/tarot card reading part of your spiritual journey? Thank you. Let's find out. Let's find out. But I'm already sensing that if this is something you're really inspired by, that really brings passion into your life, that you love doing, I already say go for it. Yeah, look for a sign. So your guides, your angels may be sending you a sign to let you know, yes, do it, or don't do it. But I'm really leaning toward, yeah, you should do it. That's really what they're showing me. So be on the lookout for a sign. Maybe you will be, I don't know, watching TV, and in the show you're watching, they pull out a deck of tarot cards and they start doing readings or something. I mean, it can be as simple as that, or you could be at the grocery store and hear someone talking about tarot or oracle cards, or you're in a store that you wouldn't think sells tarot or oracle cards, and whoa, look on the shelf, there they are. Those are all different examples of signs you may see, but of course, it can just be thoughts you have that pop in your head. That's another way Spirit likes to talk to us. So I hope that resonated. Hope you got, it was a pretty big yes if you ask me. So thank you so much, New Zealand Aroha. Okay, our next super chat. I'm going to keep posting the list so I don't lose it. Oh, you got it. Thank you so much, Archangel. I appreciate you. Now I don't have to post it. Jen Jane, my dear, what is your question? And Alyssa Mitchell, if you're in the house, Yo Jew, if you're in the house, let someone know because we want to make sure that we can get to you. Those two are holdovers from yesterday, but I want to make sure that I get their question answered. Okay, Jen Jane wants to know, can you suggest where I should focus my attention and study for my greater purpose? I have really been doing a lot of work. Do you see any of my family with me? Okay, I want to get the life purpose oracle. Okay, focus your attention and study for your greatest purpose. Okay, one's already coming out. This one as well. Okay, yeah, well, we've got the animal card, animals, and it's funny because that animals theme was in our general reading at the beginning of this live too, so I don't know if you're planning to do something with animals or not, but if that doesn't really resonate, it's just letting you know that animals play a very important role in your life. Just having a pet will really nurture your soul and help you be able to find and tap into your purpose. Because you've got the let go card. It says walk away from situations from this situation in order to resolve it. So there's some cycle in your life, Jen, that you're closing out right now so that you can further step into your sense of purpose or your life purpose. Let's just see. Let's just see if they'll give us an answer about what that may be. Well, whatever it is, it might involve you traveling around. You may be traveling for work, for pleasure as well, but your life purpose involves traveling. You're meant to be going. Animals are your biggest love. Then they're saying go in that direction. You may even be traveling around. I'm getting chills now, but there's something you're letting go of first. And it's funny, she's also holding a puppy dog. I just noticed that. So yeah, letting go of the past. Something in the past is holding you back from really stepping into this purpose with animals. So I think you got your answer. That's really beautiful. But it also involves you traveling. Maybe traveling, like if you're doing some sort of animal sanctuary or something, maybe you're traveling to pick up animals, to bring them to a sanctuary, or doing animal healing. I don't know. It feels very beautiful though, like something you can really make, have a good purpose in your life. So I hope that answered your question. Let's see though about your family. Let's see any of your family with you. Let's get from Archangel Michael, see what he has to say about that. Okay, Jen Jane. Whoa, we've already got an answer. Or at least a message. Have confidence. So if you really want your family around, have confidence they will be there. If there's specific people you're wanting to separate yourself from, have confidence that you're going to be able to do that. I see there's a few people with that let go card in your reading here, that there's a few people that you're kind of wanting to avoid or to kind of have vibrate out of your life. But then there are other people you're afraid maybe you might lose. But have confidence that the people who are meant to be in your life in any given moment will be there. Always been drawn to saving animals. Okay, you got it. That is your life purpose, or at least a really big part of it is saving and helping animals. But on the bottom of the deck, we also have the writing card. I just noticed that. So you may be writing about animals, getting the word out about these animals, something to do with writing, travel, and animals. You may be able to combine all of that into one career, or you may have multiple different little careers or hobbies that you're doing that really bring you joy and a sense of purpose. All right, so I hope that resonated for you. Okay, go ahead and post your free questions, you guys. Just post it once, and I will intuitively select one question to answer for free this round. And thanks again, Jen Jane, for your donation yesterday. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I actually felt the answer and I was saying yes myself. I am not sure, but I think I have been hearing guides because because the other day, and then your question or your answer cut off. That's awesome. Yeah, keep following your intuition there, New Zealand. Okay. So amazing. You told me about communication yesterday. Yeah, writing and communication. I mean, it really all these different things really do go hand in hand these days. You need to at least write something. If you're working online, you got to be writing up posts or blogs, or you're writing something. Some people writing even books. So that's awesome. Okay, I'm being drawn to Emery's question. What is my life purpose / spiritual gifts, and will my spirit guides ever let me meet them in a dream? You guys have some great questions about life purpose. I love it. Okay, for Emery, what is Emery's life purpose? Let me just make sure I'm getting the whole thing. Life purpose and spiritual gifts. Okay. Well, we've got books, so you must really like books, reading books, writing books, even like maybe drawing like comics or graphic design, or reading manga or something. But it says you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So whether your life purpose is you being a writer or just being inspired by reading other people's work and then applying that into any kind of career that you do, it's a big part of your life. Books bring you a lot of joy, and if they don't in this current moment, eventually they will. But flowers, you also got flowers. So your connection to nature is really going to be important in your life purpose. But it says here, working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. So this could be making like flower jewelry, or, incorporating flowers in your designs that you make. Because I feel like you have a very artistic life purpose, Emery. But let's just see about this whole spirit guides question. You will see them or meet them in a dream. For Emery, will Emery ever meet her spirit guides in a dream? Okay, we just got this one with the last couple questions ago. Have confidence. If you put the intention, they're showing me you, before you go to bed, put the intention out there that, okay, tonight in my dream, I'm going to be meeting my spirit guide or communicating with my spirit guide. And then go ahead and go to sleep, because you will meet them in that dream. Even if you don't remember it on a conscious level, you will have that information and knowledge in your subconscious. And also you can do this while you're meditating. You can, your dream state, going to the astral realm at night or meditating during the day, like you can get a lot of the similar effects of the dream state also through meditation. So I hope that answered your question, Emery. Okay. Our next super chat is Alyssa Mitchell. If you are here today, let me just see if I can tag Alyssa. Yeah, I don't think she's here. Let's see if Yo Ju is here. Oh, I don't think either of those two are here today, so we may just kind of keep calling out for them periodically just to see. So Neha, we are at your question already, and then that is the end of the super chat list. I don't think we've ever done this quickly in my life on the live so far, so wow. I appreciate all your donations though. If you want to continue to donate to get your question answered guaranteed, then you can do so. Otherwise, we'll just hang out and have fun and answer some questions for you guys. So, Neha, we are waiting for you for your question. And then we will be moving on to our next free question. Hello, Alex. How are you today? Oh, you're fine, Alex. Yeah, there were only like 11 people here at the beginning. Like this is, I think, probably my lowest turnout as far as lives go. So we're really just rocking through things. We're getting things done. And it's probably a good thing, because I actually have to leave here earlier than I normally do. I've got to be off of here in about 2 hours from now. 2.5 hours tops. Okay. Neha, are you still here? If I'm saying your name right, I'll tag you in the comments. Neha Shetty, it's your turn. And then we will get into our next free question right after her question. Oh, how Hello, it's Meow or Never. Popped in for a moment. Hello to everyone. Hello, how are you today? Good to see you. Well, okay, since Neha is not responding, we're gonna go ahead and have you guys post your next free question, and I'll go ahead and select someone's question. Alex, we literally have, I'll post the super chat real quick, but it's 2 people from yesterday who are not here. And then Neha Shetty, which she donated, but I'm not seeing her. This is the list. It's very short. Plus Neha is at the top of this list if she's here still. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys post your free questions for a moment. And then, oh, you're so welcome, Alex. I'm glad to help. Don't you love that? It's Meow or Never. The computer's always changing. Autocorrect. My phone, it's like, it doesn't register my left thumb, like over half the time. It's like I don't exist in this matrix anymore. But some of the words it comes up with as a result are pretty interesting. Okay, so the next question I'm being drawn to is, let me make sure I know. Amy likes kiwis. What do my spirit guides want me to know about my spiritual and psychic gifts? Well, let's find out. For Amy loves kiwis. Oh, likes kiwis. Love is a strong word. Okay, what do my spirit guides want me to know? For Amy loves kiwi. Likes kiwis. You have the gift of claircognizance, Amy. I keep wanting to call you Amanda. That's funny. But it says claircognizance. So Archangel Uriel. You may be working with Archangel Uriel. Uriel is how you spell his name. But it says pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So you get your idea. So these random. Your name is Amanda. Oh, that's so interesting. Well, hello, fellow Amanda. But what they're saying and showing me is that you are somebody who, like, when you get random, like you're thinking a thought and then a random thought pops in, you're like, what is that? Like, where'd that come from? That's how your guides and angels communicate to you, is through your own thoughts, through the ideas that come to you, the thoughts and ideas that you have. That's really what it is. But on the bottom of the deck, you also have creative writing. So you have the gift of creative writing. And you may also work with Archangel Gabriel there. But it says, make time to write down your thoughts, claircognizance, the thoughts, in a journal or pen an article or book. So that might be something you will eventually do in your life, is write a book or have a blog or, something where you're doing creative writing and sharing your spiritual gifts through that writing. Okay, so I hope that answered your question, Amy/Amanda, and good to meet you. Okay. Neha, are you in the house? And we already did Jane, Archangel, so you can take that one off the list. Oh, Neha answered. I will scroll up. Can I get some insight on my purpose and career? I'm loving these purpose and career questions. Yes, purpose. Everybody wants to know what they're supposed to be doing and if they're on the right path. So for Neha, let's see. Sorry, that was so loud. Sometimes when I shuffle these, it's like you have ear headphones in. Like, I totally apologize. For Neha, what is her life purpose? Insight about the career. Worried about career, already going to turn 23. Oh, girl, you're worried at 23, man. I didn't even start doing this until I was, 37. Or had just turned 37. So you've got time. But here they're talking about music. So music has a really important element in your life. If you're not writing music, performing music, remixing music, if that's not what you're doing, just you listening to music and the connection you have to specific artists or songs is really healing for you and really puts you in the zone. But let's find out about your career. What's going on with that? teaching. So you are a natural teacher. That's what they're showing me. You inspire young people to learn. So, I mean, I don't know, music teacher, or you're teaching things about music, or you just love to listen to music as you're teaching people something. Like, that's what they're really showing me. But let's get some information from this deck real quick. Let's see. Oh, hello, Alyssa. Yes, you are on our list. Yeah, you will be right after the next free question. Thank you for checking in with us. We will get you taken care of today. So yes, so it says to help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. So you may have been fighting with someone in your life, Neha, about not knowing what you're going to be when you grow up, or what you should do as a career, or just kind of arguing with yourself even. Just like kind of going back and forth, like I should do this, no, I should do this, and stuff like that. But what they're showing me is just to give your cares and worries to your angels, to your guides. You know, do a prayer or a meditation to where you're asking for guidance from your guides and angels, because they will help clear the road and really make it evident what you should do as a career. And it's going to be something you're passionate about. Oh, good morning, Dream Queen 33. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Sure, Neha. Yeah, and you would also, benefit from chakra or chakra clearing. So call upon Archangel Metatron to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So again, with the meditation is going to bring you answers, Neha. It's really going to help you tap into what you're here to do. Even if you're not like a school teacher or whatever, there's an element of teaching, or you're someone who really gives a lot of knowledge and benefit to other people just by knowing what you know and sharing that knowledge. That's really what they're showing me. So I hope that resonates for you. I gave you some guidance on, what direction to go in. Yes, I do worry a lot. Yeah, and they're just showing me like just giving your worries, like putting them all in a bucket or a basket and then handing them over to them. Like, we've got this, you've got this, it's all good. And in divine time, you're going to be able to figure out what this career is for you. But it's something you're going to be really passionate and excited about. Okay, so our next free question, go ahead and pop that in the chat, and I will intuitively select one from that and just put it once so that we can make it fair for everybody. I'm going to actually put these up here. These are like big major players today. Okay. Okay. Alayana, I hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong. Alayna. Selecting your question, it says, I've been having conflicting feelings on my career and life purpose as well. Is there guidance for more clarity? Well, let's find out. For Alana, Elena. I'm wanting to say Elena now. Okay. For life purpose and career, can we get some direction from Spirit for Elena? Whoa. Yeah. You guys are creative people. We've got all the creatives in the house. The creative people have entered the chat. So we've got books once again for you. You love how I knocked the deck. Yeah, that clears the previous person's energy. At least, that's my intention behind doing that. Not everyone does that or has to do that. That's just my little weird way of, cleansing the deck between readings. But yes, creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So, Elena, that's what we're getting here. Thank you so much. It did give me some insight. Love you. Oh, I love you too, Neha. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Appreciate you. But also, Elena, books. Writing books, reading books. I even see, like, with Emery's question, like graphic novels or illustrating books. Like, there's, with the painting here, someone who's an illustrator or, even if you're not good at that, just doing those things will really help bring you into this flow state where you can really find some answers, even if you're just doing this for yourself and reading books for yourself. But, I mean, you have the possibility to, make children's books or draw and paint and then create it as like a book, like a coffee table book. There's something very creative about what you do, Elena. Alana, however you say your name. I apologize once again. Let's see. Let me just scroll, make sure I didn't miss anything from her. And life purpose, any guidance for more clarity. So if you're someone who likes, yes, I do love comic books. So if you're someone who really enjoys that, if you're not looking to make that a career, just you reading them and really enjoying that will put you in the zone to help you figure out what your life purpose is or what your career, focus could be. But nah, they're like, nah, look, writing. You've got writing and books. You should be writing books and using your creative expression. So, I mean, you can choose not to do that, but they're saying it's like an innate talent, like a God-given talent that you were born with. Even if you're someone who hasn't really tapped into that yet, it's in there. So just dig for it, do some practicing, do some journaling, automatic writing, just see what happens, because you have a natural gift for doing that. So I hope that answered your question, Elena. Okay. Yes, Neha got her question not that long ago. It was the one right before this. So I'm wondering, Alyssa is next. Alyssa Mitchell. Never been this early from Philo. Hello, how are you today? Oh, thank you, Treasure Hustlers. You will be next on our super chat list. Thanks so much for coming back. Jackie, right? I think that's what you said your name was last time. And how's Grandma Kathy doing? I hope she's doing well. Okay, let me make sure I have my list up to date. I'm just gonna put these names back up. Yo Jew, if you're in the house, you are on our list as well. And then we've got Treasure Hustlers that I'm gonna add. And it's going to be a very short wait today, Treasure Hustlers, because we've got a very small super chat list. Okay, so I think I've got everyone up to date on that list. And Jane, we already did her question, Alex, so she is awesome. She's finito for today, unless she wants another question, then that would be fine. You remember all of our names? You're awesome. Okay, so where was I? Alyssa Mitchell. Are you still here, hun? Okay, I lost someone I thought was my twin flame. He shut me out. I knew when he died. Is he around me? Was he my twin flame? How do I get over him? I know this is more than one. I'm really hurting. I'm so sorry, Alyssa. And because you were a holdover from yesterday when we were doing the more in-depth questions and all that, I will go maybe a little more in-depth with yours because that is a lot to unpack, I think. But let's just get the energy of what the two of you were or what was going on there. My heart really does go out to you, though. That has to be really difficult to go through that. So for Alyssa, with this person she lost. Yeah, okay. So we've got soulmate energy on the board here. It says your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Which, yes, this person was a soulmate for you, Alyssa, and definitely someone you go lifetime to lifetime with all the time. And we've got trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So what he's showing me is the fact that just because he's gone, he's not really gone, but just because he's gone doesn't mean that this connection is finished. It's like you're just transforming, you're transforming the way your relationship was on the physical. And you guys, he's like, you guys do this. He's showing me, you guys do this multiple lifetimes. You will be what you think are like twin flames, soulmates, and then one of the other of you will pass away way before the other one. And then act as kind of a spirit guide. So he is acting as a spirit guide in your life. He's there. I'm getting major chills now. He is constantly still in your life. He's very involved in what you're doing. He sees what you're doing. He hears it when you talk to him. So he says, keep doing that. Don't think you're crazy just talking to thin air, because he can hear you. How do you get over him? He's like, well, you don't really have to get over me in a sense. I mean, get over the fact, I guess, that he's not here the way that it was before. But you're just transforming your relationship into something else. But the other card here says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are. Love and accept that this is your new dynamic in the relationship, and it will magically transform. That's what this card is saying. And to me, this almost reminds me of like a peace symbol. If you really break it down there. It reminds me of like a hippie, like flower power and love. So just, he wants you to be more happy. That's really what he's showing me. But as far as getting over him, let's just see if there's any guidance from the Moonology for you about that. Okay, for Alyssa, how can she move on in the physical without this soulmate with her? Well, they're saying there is a lot of prosperity ahead for you, which doesn't really answer our question. But we've got the next card. It says, take time to breathe out. So allow yourself to go through this process of healing and really getting in touch with the feelings that you have. You know, you say you're really hurting. Allow yourself to hurt. You will never get over him. Yeah, you may not. Yeah, because you're so connected even now on that soul level that it will be hard to just pretend like he's not here or that he never was. So they're showing me that just taking a lot of time to heal your heart, meditating, just doing things that bring you joy in life, you know, with that flower power kind of card. He wants you to be happy and to know he's still there. But he wants you to be taking time to breathe out, taking time to just really check into that heart center and do some like heart chakra meditation, heart chakra healing meditations. They're showing me that will really help you. But let's see if we can get a really special message from him. I got one card there. Grab one more card. Yeah, wow, look at this. I think this is so important for you. It says, take time to breathe out and take a moment. So you need to kind of just step away from what everyone else is doing and really almost step out of time for a while. Really go into that hermit mode and just take time to really take care of yourself. That'll help you not get over him, so to speak, but to really be able to cope with what the new normal for your relationship is. But, you know, it's a beautiful thing. He's sending you, like what this shows me, he's sending you a lot of messages through your own thoughts as well. He talks to you through your own thoughts. And they're always going to be those loving thoughts or brilliant ideas he's sending you. But this card says, stop. Now is not the time to rush into this decision you're about to make. Which means, do I just try to cut him out of my life and get over him? That's not what he wants either. So it's just, it says, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So he's showing me that eventually you will have another love interest in your life, but that he blesses that. Like, he wants you to be happy. He wants you to have somebody. But he also is saying ground yourself, which will help you really move through this grief and this depression that you're feeling with him gone. Being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. So grounding, going out barefoot in nature, if that's possible in your neck of the woods this time of year, whenever you can, barefoot is best on the earth or in the sand or at the ocean or lakes. Just really, getting real close to Mother Earth in that way will help you get some new roots going, plant some new seeds for something beautiful to happen in your life. Because remember, that prosperity lies ahead. And with this Taurus energy for you and what you're going through, Taurus isn't that quick-moving sign of, say, Aries or even Gemini. It's right in the middle of those two, and it's very slow and stubborn and steady in its pace. But with that hard work and trudging through that healing, there's going to be a prosperous, something prosperous for you as a result of that, Alyssa. So I hope that resonated and brought you at least a little bit of guidance. But basically, It's just to take time to heal your heart. Do those heart chakra meditations. Do meditations in general. You can even do meditations where you can connect with your crossed over loved one. You can search those here on YouTube. Those are really helpful for you to feel that connection, bring you guys back together, because he's always with you, but he's like showing me like and I just saw 4444 on my live counter here. So maybe sending you a lot of 444, 4444. The number 4 is really significant to him for you at this time. So I hope that brought you some clarity and just helped. I know it's like there's nothing that's going to make this easier for you, but just knowing that time will help. Time will help you, and you will get this prosperous start with something different will help. I miss him so bad. I'm glad he's here. Thank you so much. You're awesome. You are awesome, Alyssa. And I do apologize that, we kept getting signals crossed at the end of yesterday's live, and then I think someone said your phone died or was about to die and that you had to take off. So I do apologize that you had to be put off till today, but I'm glad he's saying it was all divinely orchestrated, because you may not have gotten the best message yesterday, just that you're in a better headspace today to receive the information. That's what he's showing me, why all of that just didn't pan out. So I hope that resonated for you and helped you. Okay. All right. So I hope some of my mods have been keeping track of the super chats. We did have Treasure Hustlers popping in. I really appreciate that. And we also have Gitoleka. I hope I'm not butchering that. Ray, thank you so much. And you guys will be on our super chat list here, I believe. Oh, yeah, look at you, El Archangel. You already got it. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our next free question answered. So if you have a question you'd like answered for free, go ahead and pop that in the chat one time right now. And right after that, we're going to get into Treasure Hustler's question. And I'm going to take a drink of water. You guys might be lagging just a bit behind because, okay, here come the things. Here come all the things. Okay. All right. Oh, Brianna, I was directed right to your question. That must be who I was feeling earlier. Oh man, I'm already getting chills. Brianna Degree, B Degree. What does Brianna's mama have to say today? She's on your heart so heavy today. Let's find out what Brianna's mama, what is her name, by the way? I want to be able to call her by name. I adore her and her energy. Wow. Yeah, chills are just off the charts now. She just stepped in like, all right, we're going to get this thing going. Monica. Oh, I love it. Okay, Mama Monica, what do you want to say to your beautiful daughter, Brianna? Yeah, she's a strong energy for sure. Okay, yeah, wow. We've got the very similar message of of Alyssa, who was just grieving the loss of her soulmate. You are also grieving, so you need to take some time for yourself here as you're feeling these, energies today and just really missing her. But it says here, take a moment, stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision you're about to make. So if there's some decision you need to make or you're thinking about doing one thing or another, that she's saying right now there's no rush. You don't have to rush into that. But take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance or your mom for guidance before you act or move forward. So that's going to resonate for you however it resonates. That might have to do with family members, things going on in the family, deciding if you're going to do something special for Christmas, or there's something maybe around the holiday time she's really pointing me to. Something surrounding the holidays that you're kind of undecided yet about, or you've made one decision but you're kind of second guessing it, something like that. But you also have the give back card. It says, today is the day to cast aside normal routines and make your main purpose to serve. It is about giving back without any thought or expectation of getting anything in return. Reach out and touch other people's spirits, as it's highly likely that someone really needs it today. And I think this is her reaching out to you, and then me giving back to you through her this message that you desperately needed. But she's holding you in her heart today. But she's showing me, she's like, look at those flower petals. So there may be some dried flowers or something about flowers, symbolism of flowers, that's really going to play a role for you moving forward, Brianna. But Mama Monica's like, it's a red flower though. She's showing me maybe like a poinsettia, like she's directing me to Christmas, something about Christmas and flowers. Weird. I don't really know how to interpret what she's trying to show me today, but it's having to do with family members, maybe even decorations, like Christmas decorations she had. It was like a poinsettia. Those, you know what I'm talking about? Those poinsettia flowers. I don't know. She's showing me that. She says if you don't understand what it means, you might eventually. But I want to get one more card from where. Sacred Traveler's calling out to me. Wow, I know it will make sense eventually. I'll write it down. Yeah, and I know you had mentioned her favorite color was red, or she really liked to wear that ruby red color. Maybe it has something to do with that. Journey by moonlight, so believe in magic. So she wants to send, okay, it's kind of making sense now. Maybe she's trying to let us know she's going to be sending you a sign near the holidays having to do with a flower or poinsettia, something to do with Christmas and flowers and the color red. But she's going to be sending you a sign around the holidays. But believe in magic. Believe that you can connect with her. Let's see. Have a cat? No, I don't have a cat. Kind of been wanting one. Oh, maybe you're supposed to get a cat. Yeah. But that's basically what she's showing me. She's like, of course you're gonna miss her if she's not there. I mean, she is there, just in a different way. But it's all about knowing that you can't just give her that hug that you would desperately wish you could do right now. But you can hug her energetically in a different way. She's showing me that she's been with you a lot. Now my ears are really hot. So your ears and your face may get really hot when she's really near you. And you also may get this heart fluttery feeling. A cat named Poinsettia will cross your path. Yeah, I mean, sometimes spirit doesn't like to just lay it all out and have it all cut and dry and X, Y, and Z. They like to make us go on a bit of a scavenger hunt. And that sounds about the way that your mom operates is, she likes to, okay, this is now what she's showing me. And my guides show me this a lot. She's playing through my guides as well. And now my face is getting hot. But she's showing me, like, if I just gave you all the information that she wants to tell you, that would be like a parent going to the store and instantly just giving the kids the Christmas presents, unwrapped, no, big celebration around it. Just, oh, here's your Christmas. She wants to watch you, she wants all of us as a team to wrap these little signs and gifts and synchronicities up for you so that you can be like that kid on Christmas opening the present. So I hope that makes sense and resonates. That's really what she's showing me. So she'll definitely be around you at Christmas. For sure. I mean, she already is all the time and today, but something around the holidays. She's going to be sending you signs maybe leading up to the holidays or during the holidays. So however that resonates for you. Yeah, you might have to go back and rewatch this as the days kind of go by to figure out what is she saying? What is she doing? Wow, I felt like something big was coming. She was a big gift giver on Christmas. Okay, so that's probably why she's giving us that analogy as well. Yeah, she had a big heart. Still does. It's even bigger now because she's not trapped in a human body. That made so much sense. Well, I'm glad to get Mama Monica, now that I know her name, that's awesome. I'm glad to get her give you that message through her. Because she doesn't want you to be sad. She's like, if she could only see that I'm here, she would have nothing to worry about, nothing to be sad about. But of course, on that human level, we're like, but I just want to hold them. I want to talk to them. I want to laugh with them, which we still can, but just in a different way. It's just a different type of thing. So I hope that resonated, Brianna. That was good. I always love to have a little dose of your mother's energy coming through. That's always a good time. Always fun. Okay. So we have my mods. Let's see. Someone has the list. We've had a couple donations from the same person here. Let me scroll up. Just make sure that I'm not missing anybody who has donated. But that was our free question. So Treasure Hustlers, aka Jackie, what is your question? I think you'd posted it with your super chat, but you want to just refresh my memory so we can get right into your question. And then right after Treasure Hustler's question, we'll be accepting our next free question. Okay, so we got Gito Leka. I'm not butchering that. Gito Leka Ray. You received 2 super chats for 2 questions. Okay, I did see that, so thank you for pointing that out. Hey, Christine is here, Psychic Crystalline. You should all go check out her her YouTube channel. She's also doing, well, she's doing something slightly different than what I do, but she's amazing at what she does. Love you too, girl. Good to see you here. Okay, so Jackie, aka Treasure Hustlers, what is your question? And you probably posted it and I missed it, maybe. I can maybe even try to scroll up and find it. General for you and Sarah. Oh, that's right, your beautiful partner, Sarah. She been telling you to take care of yourself. I think that was another one of your questions. How we just needed to remind you to take better care of yourself. Oh, the business one? You want a business question? Is that what you're asking? I'm going to wait for you to clarify that for me before I just jump into this. From Jenny, aka Treasure Hustlers. Or see if our dogs are having fun on the other side. Ooh, that would be a fun one. Yeah, that might be interesting because if you go back to the very beginning of this, I did a general reading for everyone. And especially those of you who've lost pets recently, there was a message coming through from pets, crossed over pets, and even pets in this life. So you can go back and watch the beginning of this live. I did a general reading for everybody. Let's just see what comes through for the pets, the business, whatever wants to come out for Jackie. We have forgiveness. So maybe circumstances surrounding the loss of this pet. Maybe you're beating yourself up about a little bit, or just whatever was going on with the pet. Just feeling the sense that there needs to be some forgiveness, or you feel you need forgiveness surrounding the loss of this pet. But it says holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. And this could even be just resentment surrounding career, but also, I mean, I'm really feeling the pet thing. Like they're like, no, this has to do with pets. But let's see about career as well. But this pet is like, yeah, we're cool, we're good, we're fine, everything's good. But we have a child's love. So this to me feels like Riri coming through. That was you, right? That's Riri, because I feel her energy here. Was that you, Treasure Hustlers, asking about Riri and your grandmother? I remember Grandma Kathy for sure, but just yes. Okay, good. This feels to me like that love that Riri has for you. So she just wants you to know the love between a parent and child, or, you know, almost type like a grandmother type to a child or a younger person, is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as, I'm getting major chills. Children start out as a part of us from their first cries. They establish themselves as a bigger part of our hearts. So what Riri's saying here, what I'm really getting is she's definitely pointing to the fact that you and her and Sarah and your grandma and all of that, like you guys are all soul family. She was hit by a car but was alive, and we took her to the doctor. Oh, your poor animal. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, so there is maybe that sense of guilt, like, oh no, she got out and she got hit by a car. Aww. But yeah, with Riri, it's like she just wants you to know, like, in this life, like, you guys felt like family, but she's like, on the other side, we are family. Like, that's how she's showing it to me. So yeah, she just wants to let you know that she's with you, she's watching you. Let's get some information about your career, just kind of maybe what you have going on there. Yeah, well, we've got courage, and we had that forgiveness, and to me, these are both very solar plexus chakra related things that we can do or things that we have going on in our lives. So just having courage to go in a different direction if you're feeling like you're stale or stuck in kind of the way that your business or your job is really operating. It feels to me like you're going to continue doing what you're doing, but you're going to be more creative with it, taking it in a different direction. But it's a direction that's like a breath of fresh air. Look at that. Got the breathe card. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Forgiveness, releasing the past, having the courage to step into something new, releasing what's not serving you anymore. Okay, so do you and Sarah work together? Because now I'm getting major chills. They're like, okay, it's the two of you involved in whatever this business is that you're taking in a new direction. Wow, major chills. But they're showing me like you and Sarah, like, it's like you're still doing what you normally do, but in a whole new way, like a really fun and exciting way. And it's something that's going to bring a lot of like prosperity, a lot of attention. It's really fun. Like, I feel like you're getting like a whole community involved in what you're doing. But let's see. I want one from this deck. Okay. For Treasure Hustler's career. Oh. Okay. Yeah, expect powerful change. Look at that. And we are in these eclipse gateways. November 30th, we have the full moon eclipse, or the lunar eclipse, basically. And then on December 14th, we have the solar eclipse. There is some major transformational changes going on globally, as a collective, and in our personal lives. So, wow, yeah. And then they're showing me this with the Taurus full moon, which we just had. That was the eclipse, and I want to point up here, but the picture's actually here. If you go back to my last Sunday at the beginning when I was talking about those eclipse energies, that live I did last Sunday, the full moon eclipse special, that happened in the full moon in Taurus as per Vedic astrology, where that's that eye of the bull, Aldebaran, because in Western astrology, Aldebaran, which is the eye of Taurus, the bull constellation, is in Gemini. So if you go to the sidereal or Vedic placement of that, that's where it is. So you are already in the midst of this change, Jackie. That's what it's showing me. Your dreams need a practical plan. So you guys have big dreams, you and Sarah, that's what I'm seeing. They just need a practical plan. But over these next 6 months, because these eclipses last from one eclipse season to the next eclipse season 6 months later. So over these next 6 months, you and Sarah are really going to be transforming even your relationship, but they're really showing me your career taking on a whole new life. Like, I'm getting major chills again. I mean, you can't make it up that the eclipse we just had at November 30th was the full moon in Taurus. I mean, this is exactly the two cards that we need to pull out of here to represent what is happening right now. Wow, that's powerful. So I hope that resonated and brought you some guidance, Jackie, and that, yeah, Riri just wants to let you know that she's family. She's still here. Your pets are forgiving you for what happened. You've got major big changes, exciting changes coming to your business, your career. That feels really good. Okay, get some of these put away. Totally understand that. I'm not sure if you're referring to me or what they're saying in the chat, but I hope that resonated for you, Jackie, and brought you some guidance, just what you needed to know. It all feels so good. Like, the energy's so high. I'm excited. Like, I need to start planning more for my business now. You're so welcome, Jackie. I always appreciate seeing you here. And tell Grandma Kathy and Sarah and all of them I say hi. Always good to hear from you guys. Oh, Riri, love you, Riri. Yeah, she's a fun lady. Really fun lady. Okay, go ahead and post your free questions, and I'm going to intuitively select one from the chat. Even my mods, get in on this, guys. If you want a question answered, go ahead and post it. Don't feel you have to hold back. Even if you've already paid for a reading and got one, put it in there. We're all friends here, right? Vashu, Maha, I'm not sure how we say your name, but I'm being drawn to your question. I had forced marriage and want to come out. So you just want some guidance around this forced marriage and what you can maybe do, some words of advice. Okay, let's see. I'm really being drawn to the Moonology once again. This one's been on fire today. For Vaishu, not sure how to pronounce that. Let me know. Yes, okay. So let's see if there's any advice for Vashu about coming out of this arranged marriage, and what she can do. We have here work through your fears. And wow, look at this. New moon in Scorpio. Guess what? This is the next solar eclipse we're having next Sunday, a week from today. Vashu, you are in some really powerful energies to create a better life for yourself. I struggled to come out, but no support and people compelling me to stay. Is there any way to come out? Look at this. There's definitely a way out. If you're following Vedic astrology, that's more sidereal astrology, that's what I use, and this is what that next new moon or solar eclipse is going to be in Scorpio on December 14th. So Spirit is showing me you going into meditation on the day of the eclipse. You can find out exactly when this eclipse is happening in your, time zone or where it is that you're located. You can do some Google searching to find that out. But what you need to be doing is just doing a really in-depth meditation and putting your intentions out there that you will find a way out of this marriage, or just really imagine yourself already living the life you want to be living. Because if you say, I want, you're pushing it away and you're going to still be where you're at, kind of stuck. So imagine and just put your intention out there that you're living your life the way you want it, with who you want it, and how you want it. Like, that's what they're showing me. Meditation will bring you answers. It's really what they're showing me. Thank you so much for your super chats, you guys. I will have one of my mods go ahead and add you guys to our list. Wow, this is good. This feels very transformational, hun. You're getting out of what, yeah. And then look, hun. You got the eclipse we just had on November 30th, and you saw how much I shuffled that. I'm getting major chills. Wow, you're going to be able to get out of this, absolutely. But your dream to leave needs a practical plan. So you need to maybe start laying the groundwork for being able to support yourself, and maybe even cutting ties with people who just really aren't, hey, Priya, how are you? Hey, Anne, how are you? Cutting ties with people who aren't supporting what you want from your heart. Because forcing people to get married and then stay in that toxic cycle of that marriage is not healthy. And it's really mean of these people to just expect you to live an unhappy life in a marriage you didn't even want. That's what they're showing me. But you can face your fears through meditation. Face your fears. Meditation will bring you answers, and you will start making a practical plan to find ways to support yourself financially, emotionally, so that you eventually can leave. And these eclipse energies last about 6 months. So over these next 6 months, this may be your planning phase to really be planning to get away. And what you need to do, parents are forcing, and I couldn't go against them. Yeah, I can totally see, because that's just how some, like your culture, that happens with some families. I totally understand. But that doesn't mean that you have to live the life they forced upon you. Get what I'm saying? You're going to be really working through your fears and facing those fears by making a plan to get out. You can do this. That's what your spirit guides are showing me. You can do this. You don't have to live an unhappy life. But let's get one more. This is really important, so I don't want to just speed through your reading. Yeah, look, surrender to the divine. Give your cares. Meditation will bring answers. Give your cares to the universe, to any gods that you worship or pray to. Your spirit guides. You can do different mantras. Yeah, how long does it take? Well, these eclipse energies here that we're between right now, this is a 2-week eclipse period, but this effects of this eclipse will last until kind of the end of May into early June. So this might be the time you're really facing your fears, getting your plan in place to leave and what you need to do, doing lots of meditation and picturing the life that you want to create for yourself that doesn't involve this forced marriage. So at least 6 months is what I'm seeing. That's, you taking these steps. As long as you're taking action and not just wishing for stuff to happen, you need to be taking action. Already in the process, just want to know you're definitely on the right path, Vashu. You're definitely on the right path. So just keep making your plans, keep giving your stress and your depression, your worries to your guides and angels because they will help you through this. And if you feel stuck at any point in the road, ask your guides for answers because your guides and angels are definitely trying to help you through this situation. Yeah, they're nurturing you. Look at this is you. This is little baby, that's you. And these are all your guides trying to get you where you need to be. But you're going to have to walk through the fire, so to speak, facing your fears to really get through this. But it says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. Nurturing your own inner child, that young person that was forced to get married to someone they didn't want to. Really work on releasing that, forgiving people that were involved in making this happen, doing cord cutting meditations. But as I always say, if you watch my lives or my pick a cards, don't just do the cord cutting because that will leave the roots of the marriage and the husband. And then like a weed, it will just grow back thicker and hardier than ever. So you need to be pulling, do a cord removal. Remove the cord by the roots. This is another meditation you can do. Remove that cord from this forced or arranged marriage by the roots and be done with it. That's what they're showing me. So I hope that gave you enough to get started, which you've already done. You've already started and you are on the right path. This is what's best. This is part of your soul contract to go through. They're showing me like you walking through the fire and coming out this queen on the other side. Like that's really what they're showing me. I always do watch your pick-up cards. Definitely I'll do. Oh, good. Well, I hope that brought you some guidance. And I know this was rapid fire question, but man, I couldn't speed through that. You needed some information. So I hope that resonated for you. You're so welcome. And I apologize if I've been saying your name wrong. I really do. But thank you for stopping by today and for your support. I really appreciate you. And thank you so much, Just Sandy, for your donation. All of your guys' beautiful super chats and PayPal donations are going to help my mom get out of her camper and to help her build her home again. Her house burned down in July of 2019. And that's where all of your proceeds and help from you guys donating are going, is to help my mom. And we appreciate each and every one of you. Even if you can't donate, just sending good vibes, that is highly appreciated and accepted as well. So thank you guys so much. Love you loads. Thanks for picking me. You're so welcome. I really appreciate you too. Thank you. Okay, the next we have, Ray. I'm going to call you Ray. Gito Leka Ray. You are next. So we'll do your first question, then a free question, and then your second question, Ray. So go ahead and post your question, Ray, and then after that, we will go to our next free question. Oh, thank you so much, Anne. I appreciate you. And thank you, Czar. I know you're sending so much energy. I feel it, girl. I feel it. Thank you, Treasure Hustlers, for all the love. Okay, is Ray in the house? Get to Leka Ray. And I know I'm probably butchering that. I do apologize. I wish there was a button you could click on the word and it would sound it out for you so you could hear it and then say it right. Maybe I'll invent that, huh? Oh, thank you so much, Ram Parasha Parath. Ram Parath. Hope I'm not saying that one wrong either. Thank you. I do private readings. Yes, you can check the bottom of the description box on this live video, and you will have my email address. Just delete the parentheses. I just put those to get the spammers to leave me alone. But yeah, you can email me for the pricing and what I offer. Okay. I'm not seeing anything from Ray. So we're going to move to our next super chat person, which is Prasada. Oh no. Prasada, are you here? I hope I'm saying that right. Prasada Avhad. Prasada Havad. Is that kind of close? I do. Oh, we have Getuleka. Sorry. Prasada, you will be right after the free reading and this one. Do I have a soulmate? Am I attracting a soul tribe? Yes. Okay, so Ray, I'll call you Ray so I don't keep butchering that. But and then Prasad, you are going to be after Getuleka, Ray. I apologize. I just didn't see Ray posting, so I was going to the next on the list. So just be ready with your question because we're getting to you real soon. Okay, does Ray have a soulmate, and are they attracting a soul tribe? Yeah, trust. So if you are trusting your intuition, that's what they're showing me. Trusting your intuition, the fact that, yes, you do have a soulmate, and absolutely you have a soul tribe. I don't think any of us would have chose to incarnate on this crazy planet without a little help from our friends, if you know what I mean. So let's see about your soulmate. And yes, we are on your question right now, Getuleka Ray. I really hope I'm not saying that wrong. There is going to be someone coming into your life soon. We've got the romantic feelings card. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. But just have faith, because that trust card is saying have faith. The situation is calling for you to have faith that soulmate is out there for you, because absolutely they are. And, okay. Let's see. Too many fell, but we'll take what's on the top. Look, we got time. So it says, you are trying too hard. Give it time. So, I do feel someone on the periphery of your life wanting to come in. But there may be some healing or some self-love stuff that you need to do to really get yourself in alignment to get this soulmate to come through. But yeah, there definitely is a soulmate. It's definitely a soulmate energy for you. And these are really hard to shuffle. They're heart-shaped, so not the easiest. Okay, yeah, oh wow, look. You got trust twice. So your guides, your angels are really wanting you to know that you need to be trusting that this will happen for you. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation of being single, it will automatically transform. So self-love, self-care, really working on you is going to help bring this person in even quicker. No problem, but you are pronouncing my name correctly. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm surprised. Normally I don't. So I'm glad I pronounced it right and didn't offend you in any way. But yes, you do have that soulmate, and just keep trusting your intuition when you feel you need to go somewhere or meet someone. That's going to steer you to this soulmate. And as for soul family, absolutely you do. And we're going to get one from the Starseed Oracle just to see what we've got a message about from your soul tribe, because you definitely have soul tribe people incarnated on this planet and on the other side that are helping you out in life. Yeah, Well and Orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, and deep diving. So this to me has really strong Sirius vibes, the star Sirius. I'll write it here. So you may be a Syrian starseed, Ray. You may come from the blue ray, the color blue and then the word ray, blue ray soul. So that could be some homework for you to look up blue ray soul and Sirius, Syrian star seeds. That might give you information on where your soul is liking to incarnate a lot, or where you've had a lot of lives. And just your guides. A lot of them feel very Syrian to me. and your soul family, a lot of Syrian star seeds from your soul family. I'm a Syrian star seed as well, so maybe you're part of my soul family. And that's how you found the channel and why we are doing this right now. But yeah, we have big picture thinking. Oh, and look at this. This is interesting. The Pleiades, the Pleiadians. This is up here near the Taurus constellation, if you can see. Probably not very well. Let's get this as I knock everything off. But, you know, we've got Orion's belt right here. Then we've got the V of that Taurus constellation. And then up here, normally in the sky it's a lot smaller, but just for the representation of this, I had it made bigger. But it's usually a lot smaller cluster. It's a cluster of stars. So you also probably had a lot of lives on that star system of the Pleiades. The Pleiadians are helping right now a lot. Yeah, Christine, that's probably why you're so connected to me and my mom, is because we have that Syrian star seed connection. I also have connections in Lyra, which happened way before I incarnated on Sirius. But, you know, Lyra, where I was at, was destroyed. So I'm like a galactic or a cosmic mutt. That's what I call myself. So we have lots of ties to different places. So get to Laka Ray. You definitely have soul family incarnated, lots of Syrian and Pleiadian star seeds. So you can listen to, like the Pleiadians are working a lot with transmissions about the new Earth. They're helping us create a new Earth. If you don't know anything about that, you can always Google that. But they're just saying get one more. But you definitely have a soulmate. You definitely have soul tribe members, soul family members. Yeah, you are a child of the cosmos. What I was saying, you know, about being a galactic mutt, that's what I lovingly call myself. Why, no wonder I feel connected to you, Amanda. Yeah. See, it's all, I'm getting chills now. See, this is how starseeds find each other. We've got the World Wide Web, the internet. This is like how we're doing things. But it says here, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. So you know what to do. You know how to connect with people. You're already doing it just by being here in this chat right now. Just reaching out, going within as well will really bring you answers. But you definitely have a romantic soulmate that wants to come into your life very soon. And they're showing me June of 2021, which is interesting because for a while there, I couldn't see anything past March of 2021 because to me, there feels like a really big timeline shift coming around that time or even before that time that's really going to put Earth and, you know, at least people in a specific vibration, because I like to consider myself of a decently high vibration, not all the time, but, you know, for the most part. And I just personally, it's like a lot of that chaos and destruction of what's going on in politics and the different systems. Like, I can't see any of that past March. Like, it disappears. And then it's like the curtain has been drawn and my guides are laughing, like, get ready for the show. And then the curtains will probably open and, you know, it'll be a whole new thing. Like, I'm excited for that. So I hope that brought you some guidance. Get to Leka Ray. And we will go ahead and do a free question and then your next question, get to Leka Ray. And then my list was up here somewhere. It was up here and I missed it. And then it was Prasada. Prasada will be after, as far as super chats go. So go ahead and get your free questions posted in the chat and I will intuitively select one of them. And thank you to my awesome mods for keeping me on point here. This has been a lot of fun. Okay. Okay, Angel 11, how does YK feel about me? Okay, is this a love interest question? Is this a romantic interest? Angel 11, is this a romantic question? I just want to know what deck to bring out. Yes, love interest. Okay. All right, for Angel 11, how does, what's the name again? YK. How does YK feel about Angel 11? Ooh, we got two that want to come out. Well, we have flirt and deception. So what I'm getting about this, it's not that you're being deceptive. That's not what I'm getting. But it says here with the deception card, someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So YK actually might be projecting that they're one way, but really they're another way. So they're trying to show you one side of themselves. This doesn't have to be like negative, really. I mean, I'm not taking it as he's trying to deceive you in a major way. He just may be only operating in certain parts of his personality, or kind of trumping up some parts of his personality and kind of suppressing others to impress you or to give you a specific kind of vibe about him. But we do have the flirt card here. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others. So I feel like he does see you as someone he can flirt with or wants to flirt with. But he just maybe isn't really showing you who his true self is at this point in time. Not to say that he'll always be wearing a mask or trying to put on a show, but at least for now, like, he's showing you just a part of himself. That's what I'm getting. And again, it doesn't feel like villainous or anything. But here we have reflection. So it says, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So flirting, if he's kind of standoffish to you, like doesn't really come around much or text much or whatever, he's just doing some soul searching and reflecting about just some stuff he's had going on in his past. So he may, I don't know if you know, has he recently broken up with someone, or was he with someone that he really was in love with that ended, and he's still kind of dealing with the after effects of that. That's really what I'm getting, but I feel that's why he plays certain parts of himself up and kind of puts the others in a closet or a drawer. It's because he doesn't want to get hurt. So he's not really putting himself out there right now, like in a major way. But that doesn't mean, yeah, recently broken up. Okay. But that doesn't mean you guys can't flirt and just see where it goes. Like, that's what they're showing me. So it feels like he's got some getting over this ex to do. But just have trust and faith that if you're meant to be with him, it will happen. And if not, it won't. Like, that's what Spirit's really showing me. But it's not going to hurt to flirt and have some fun and just see where it goes. Whoa, I almost dropped this whole deck. So I hope that resonated for you. All right. Okay. Get to Laka Ray, your second question. If you have that ready, we can get that answered for you. I feel I'm spiritually inclined. Can you please say where I stand in my spiritual journey? Oh, yes. I love these questions. Okay. Let's just see what we have coming through for you. Spirituality. Ooh, it's already off to a good start. Okay, yeah, so look at this. Right now, these eclipse energies, I think you're really focused on overcoming difficulties, kind of moving on from things that have not worked out, or, basically it says the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So if you were on a spiritual journey before, or you were on that spiritual journey and you kind of went away from it and were doing other things, they're saying you're going to really start coming back into like a meditative practice, doing things where you're really tapping into your spiritual gifts, because you do have a lot of spiritual gifts, but there's a brilliant idea. And I think this is something that's going to actually bring prosperity into your life. Archangel Uriel says, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So if you have some sort of business idea or something you've been kind of thinking about doing, that was a divinely guided idea, especially if it just came out of nowhere and it kind of took you off the natural trajectory of where you were going. You're really being divinely guided or rerouted. Like, they're showing me like a detour, but it's all by design. But some chakra clearing work would really help you get in alignment and try to figure out what some of your spiritual gifts are, because they're showing me you are like a light bulb that it's like the dimmer switch kind of light bulbs that you could turn real bright or real dim. They're showing me that it's sort of dim right now, but it's starting to grow light. Like, that's where you're at. You're really getting in touch with your more spiritual side, and chakra clearing meditation, that's going to help you get in alignment to where you can really start feeling into what gifts you have. But it says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. That's Archangel Metatron. So you may be working with Archangel Metatron, asking Archangel Metatron for guidance. that might be a way you can really bring those gifts online. But what else do they have to say? Yeah, okay. So you also have the gift of claircognizance. And this came out with brilliant idea in someone else's reading today. That's so interesting. But remember, you got brilliant idea here, and it says, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers, divinely guided. So be paying close attention to your thoughts, especially those thoughts that feel random or just kind of pop in out of nowhere. That's going to help you really figure out what direction to go in your life. And it's a very new, exciting spiritual direction. But of course, you're still kind of overcoming some things from your past, healing some wounds, maybe doing some cord pulling, not cutting, but pull out those cords, cord pulling meditations to release yourself from past energies, past jobs, past relationships that just aren't serving your highest good now. So that's really what they're showing me. Like, you're already on a path, and they just say basically keep going. But if at any point you're kind of detoured or things aren't moving forward, it's all by divine plan. You're being rerouted or detoured because it's in your best interest. So I hope that resonated for you. Gitalaka Ray, thank you so much again for both of your super chats. I really appreciate that. And I know my mom will appreciate that as well. Okay, so our next free question, go ahead and post that up and I will intuitively select it. And please just post it once. I will see it and intuitively select the one that was meant to get answered. Wait a second, just let everybody get their typing fingers going. Okay, looks like the questions kind of stopped. So, all right. Okay, Brianna Shepherd. Being pulled to your question. I'm pregnant and was wondering if I should move to Houston, Texas. I'm a single parent. Okay, let's just see what the cards have to say for Brianna, however you pronounce that. I know people who have the name spelled the same that are pronounced two different ways, so I never know quite what one it is. We have here the situation will improve. So where you're at, actually, your circumstances and all of that might improve where you're at. But let's just see if they are letting us know. Ooh. Wow, I think so. Your situation's going to improve, I think, as a result of you moving. You have the success. And look at that. It's all in caps with that big exclamation point. So I feel like you will be able to make the move. It may just be with the situation will improve card here that it may take a little bit longer than you're hoping it to, but you'll be able to make it happen. That's really what they're showing me. So I hope that resonated, and I wish you many congratulations and blessings for that new baby. That's amazing. And single parent, that's not an easy job, but I have a feeling you'll be able to do it just fine. You are so cute. Thank you so much, Priya. So are you. You're so cute as well. Okay. Let me find my list. Prasada, you are next. Go ahead and get your question posted. And I'm sorry we called you and then I skipped you again because I didn't see Gitalaka Ray responding right away. So I want to keep the chat moving, keep the questions moving. So Prasada, go ahead and get your question up there and we will get going on that. Thanks again, everyone who is sending donations and super chat. I really appreciate that. That will get you a guaranteed reading. And also that money, the proceeds of that go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still, to this day, a year and a half later, living in a little camper. And we're trying to get her out of that camper and get her. There's my mom, Mardell. I'm here just soaking up your beautiful energy. That's my mom. I was just talking about you. Mardell Kiefer in the chat, everyone. Yes, she's the most amazing person ever. And the least I can do is work through this, and any donations I get from my YouTube channel are going to help her. Everything I get goes to help her. And I'm glad I can do that. I'm lucky I can do that. Not everyone can do that, but I'm so glad that I can. She is the absolute best, right, Christine? Yes. Love her. Okay, did I miss the person's question? Yeah, I'm trying to help everybody. I'm trying to help all the people. But I don't see, oh, Prasad, you did. Prasad, hi, which place will be good and long-term for me? USA or Australia? Career or settlement, so I can buy a home. Okay, so you're looking to move from where you're at and you're trying to decide between the US and Australia. Spirit's already telling me US. Let's just ask, is US a good place? And then we'll ask, is Australia a good place? And we'll see what they both say. So this is for the US. Should Prasad move to the US for long-term career and settlement? Should Prasad move to Australia for long-term career and settlement? It is. Okay. So we have, okay, so this is what they're showing me. So with Ask Your Angels, this is for the US. So it might be harder to get into the US for you, but that's not saying it's not a good move if you can try to do that. But for Australia, it says within the next few weeks, you'll be making a decision about where you're going to be going. And it's Spirit showing me that it's like it's going to be easier. They're showing me like a green light to go to Australia and a yellow light to be able to go to the US. And it has to do with like, I don't know, paperwork or like green cards or something to do with just being able to stay somewhere long term. It may be more difficult in the US, but they're kind of showing me that it's real equal. Like you'll have a good life in either place. So you're going to really have to ask your angels, tap into your intuition and find out. But let's see. Oh, you're in the US now. Okay, so maybe there's just something that's kind of making you want to leave then. But it's having to do something, they're showing me paperwork, like you're filling out all this paperwork. But it looks like either one you choose, you'll be able to make it happen. But this one seems like if you want to go to Australia, like the possibility for that is open, like green light. But let's just get some guidance from Archangel Michael about this situation. Let me just read the other half of your question, make sure I'm addressing everything you asked. So you can buy a home. Okay, so maybe that's why I saw you being able to do in the US before we even drew the cards, because you're already here. Maybe that's why I picked up on that. But I feel like either way you go, I'm going to just, again, pull a card for each place. US, Australia, just to see what they say for being able to build a home and have a long-term settlement. Okay, yeah, look, explore your options. You got that for the US. And then for Australia, look, it weaseled its way right out. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. So there feels like there needs to be a sense of forgiveness or something surrounding forgiveness or just tying up loose ends in your life so you can start a new cycle. Because when we're carrying around baggage from past relationships, childhood wounds, whatever it is we've got going on in life, when we can forgive ourselves for anything we've done, it really does open new doors for us. So really, they're not going to give you a yes or a no this, yes or a no that, because you can really make either one of these things happen if you choose. So they're like leaving it up to you. But if you're confused, you can always go into meditation, pray, ask your angels, ask your guides, because they really want you to really weigh your options. They don't want you to just make the decision willy-nilly. They want you to really weigh the options because not to say you won't have a good life in either place, because I see it almost very equal, but just different circumstances surrounding if you stay in the US or if you move to Australia. So just really be tapping in with your intuition, asking your guides and angels. That's going to bring you the clarity you seek in the situation. But let's just see if we can get one tarot card to see what they have to say about your choice or something, any word of advice they have surrounding the whole thing. Okay. All right. Prasad. Let's Prasad need to know about any future moves and settlements and buying a home? Look, yeah, decision. That's the decision card, and I had a freaking feeling this would pop out. That's why I wanted to get a tarot card. But again, I always draw 2 cards when I get this card, especially when it's like the outcome of a situation. I want to know, well, this way or this way. So we'll get a card if you choose US. We'll get a card if you choose Australia and see what they say. Okay, wow. So for the US, we've got the Lovers, a major arcana energy. Felt risky in the US because of paperwork. Yes, that could be what I'm picking up on. Like, yeah, lots of paperwork. Well, 2, wow. Yeah, another decision card, the Chariot. Which way do I go? But look, you got the 10 of Pentacles for Australia. So Australia would probably be your best bet as far as having the money, being able to make it a long-term thing without all the paperwork. But again, with the Lovers, that's still very beautiful energy. So they're just saying, you can have probably more financial prosperity and the housing would probably be more affordable in Australia. But, you may find love or really love life a little bit more in the US. So again, decisions are up to you, and Spirit's not wanting to say, take your hand and make you do one or the other, because I feel like you are at a crossroads in life to decide where it is you're going to go. So that's going to be up to you, ultimately, and just checking in with your guides and angels through meditation or prayer or just synchronicities that appear in your life. You're going to know what to do, though, I think within the next few weeks, because you did get that card. So knowing what to do is going to come to you through meditation, through a dream, just through a really strong feeling one way or another in the next few weeks. So I hope that gave you some guidance and helped you figure something out. I know they didn't just want to say one or the other. They both feel like major potentials at this point in your life. Of course, if you ask me this question a few weeks from now, the answer may be very solidly one or the other. So if you want to come back in a couple weeks, if you haven't made the decision, maybe you can do that. Or just ask yourself in a couple weeks, because, I'm not doing anything special that you can't do for yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and get our next free questions in the chat. And please only put them once so that we give everyone an opportunity to have their question put up. And I'm going to wait a few moments because I think you guys are between 5 and 10 seconds lag time after I'm speaking is when you hear it or see it. So I want to make sure that you guys are getting your stuff out there before I just pick one. An awesome special shout out to my mods for keeping my chat going and keeping my list going here. I appreciate you guys. And after this free question, we've got Anne Ryman or Riemann, and then we have Just Sandy. And thank you again. I don't think I said thank you to Sweet Pea 101. Thank you so much for your super chats, you guys. And if you're here today and want your question answered guaranteed, you can always send a super chat. And I know I'm like a broken record with that, but every super chat or PayPal donation you send goes to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019, get out of her camper and get back into a home. That's our goal. Okay, I think I've given you guys enough time to get some questions out. So let me scroll and find what we got going on. Okay. All right. Ooh, Czar, I'm being drawn to your question. All right. So, should Czar move first or try for more children first? Okay, we're going to do similar to what we did with Prasad. Was that how you say your name? Prasad's question about US and Australia. So we're going to do move first, babies first. That's what we're going to do. So should Czar move first before having children? Should Czar have children first before moving? That's what we're doing here. Ooh, that one turned sideways, so we're taking it. Okay, wow. Oh, wow. Have children first? This is what we got. And that's what we got in that position for Prasad's question as well. But within the next few weeks, is there something you maybe need to be telling us in a few weeks? Oh gosh, my tingles. Those babies are here. Yes, I think they want to come through before you have to stress out and move. And I know moving with a baby is probably really stressful as well, but this is something you do have control over because you've made the decision that, yes, I definitely want children. Because look, if you move first, it says there's something better. So you may move and then you will be like, oh no, I think we actually should have moved here. Or, the timing wouldn't line up. I guess that answer, LOL. Yes, yes, yes. But look, within the next few weeks, you may be, so you're either finding out that, yay, more babies, or you're just really saying, okay, we're going to do this first and then we'll move later. That's what I'm feeling. But let's just get a clarifier on each of those just to see what Archangel Michael wants to say on the situation. Because it feels like you just need to know. But it's really leaning toward family first, then move. Because they're showing me that once you have the next baby and possibly the next, but at least, because what I'm saying by that is not like, oh, you have to have 2 more pregnancies, but 1 more pregnancy because we're still unsure if those 2 are going to come in as twins together. Michael says for the moving, it says it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Something better. So yeah, this is weird because we're asking if you should move first. And it says there's something better. So now I'm confused. But if you feel like where you're at is an unhealthy energy, then go ahead and move in a different direction. But I'm still feeling like you will have 1 more pregnancy where you're at. But let's get his clarification on having children. It says, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. So almost imagine yourself, so all at once, haha. Yeah, right? I mean, that might be what happens. But it's funny because it's like, use your, because they're showing me it could very well happen this way or vice versa, or this way or vice versa. Like, they're like, it's literally in your hands, up to you. You've got the keys, start driving the car. Like, that's what they're showing me. So if you feel like where you're at is unhealthy and you need to get out, then start making those plans because there is something better for you. But we ask the question this way, that should she move first instead of having a family? And it says, no, there's something better. So to me, that was saying have the family first. But then it's saying it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. So to me, like, my intuition is almost saying, like, if you did move first, you might move somewhere and realize it's definitely not for you after you settle in. And then you're going to have to move a second time. And then you still have we want to have a family and all that. So it's almost like that my intuition is really pointing me to have at least planning and, whatever happens for the next pregnancy. And then maybe there's going to be, like you say, maybe at the same time, you're going to find a place that just resonates and you're like, this is definitely where we're moving. But it feels to me like the moving decision is still undecided, but the family decision is decided as far as what you guys are in your current energy. So go in the direction that you have established. Yeah, they still haven't decided. They still haven't. So I'm feeling it's feeling like they really want to come through before you have to do all this other stuff, or at least one of them. At least one of them wants to come through before you do all this other stuff. But yeah, again, it's gonna have to be where you're checking in with your intuition. I'm an elephant with my memory. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, they don't know yet. They haven't quite decided that yet. And I think that's a fun surprise for you, that maybe they have decided and just won't tell me because then I'll tell you and they don't want you to know. Maybe that. So basically use your intuition, but they're kind of leaning more toward babies first, then move. Okay, our next super chat. So I hope that resonated, Czar. Our next super chat, let's see. Go back to my list here. We have 27 people in the chat, and I've been live for 1 hour and 48 minutes. Doesn't feel like it, though. So, Anne, you are next. Go ahead and get your question posted. And then after Anne, we will do another free question, and then we will do just Sandy. Okie dokie. Thank you so much. That's what I was thinking anyway. Yeah. Spirit's really funny these days. It feels to me like there's some really major timeline things going on that like we have no clue about that is really going to change the trajectory in a good way. Of course, through chaos we can find beauty, right? But Spirit's not wanting to reveal all the secrets coming up for so many people. It's really funny. Okay, Anne, are you still here? Your turn for a question. Oh, sweet pea. Someone, yeah, I remember seeing you on the list. So I think you were after just Sandy. So if L Archangel can add Sweet Pea back on the list after just Sandy, that would help me out. We don't want to forget anybody. So Anne says, how will I know my romantic soulmate? From what you found out yesterday, you said it right the first time. It's German. Okay. Wait, I said Ryman first, I think. So Anne Ryman. Okay. How will you know your romantic soulmate? Okay. All right, so let's go to the tarot to find out what Anne needs to know about how to know this soulmate. Okay, for Anne, how is she going to know this soulmate? Okay. Wow, we have the World. So this may be as a result of you moving or this person moving to your area. There's some moving across states or maybe even across continents or even travel involved before. You may even meet this person on a trip or as a result of going to some sort of convention or something like that. But there's definitely travel involved. But the World card also represents closing out cycles. So there may be just, this is like the name of the game for everybody everywhere, but doing some healing. We did Prasad's question. Yes, thank you. Okay. Yeah. So there may be having to do with just energies shifting, people moving around, coming and going, but also closing out of old cycles and beginning anew. So any healing you can do for yourself, Anne, will really benefit you getting into the the energy to really make this happen. And then these astrological signs, I follow Vedic astrology, so I know for sure that's Taurus. But if anyone, I think that might be Aquarius, possibly Scorpio, freak, I don't know. Is that Capricorn? Maybe if anyone in the chat knows, could help me out. But you could Google which of these astrological signs we've got here on this card, the World card, World and Tarot, what astrological signs are present. Because that might show you their sun, moon, rising, or prominent placements that this person has in their chart. Thank you so much for getting that updated, L Archangel. And how is she going to know her soulmate? Planning on going on a graduation trip next year. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's going to come after a time where you just feel really overburdened, really overwhelmed. So maybe this trip is going to be like a breath of fresh air for you to get out of just really struggling to make everything happen in your life. And you're really going to be excited to get out and maybe even find this person while you're on a trip or after you come home from that trip. Because this trip to me feels with this World card that this is like the beginning of a new cycle for you. And of course, going to school, graduating, all that, like that can be hard. Like Ten of Swords energy is like, okay, I'm over it. Like I'm ready for something new. That could be, just really struggling to even want to finish up. You may be dealing with just struggles and they're mental. They're not physical. Mental struggles, just putting one foot in front of the other mentally to get everything lined up, everything finished. But this trip feels like a big turning point for you, a new beginning, a major new beginning. And I'm almost feeling like you'll probably meet this person when you get back from the trip and really kind of start living your life in a new way after graduating. Yeah, we've got the Empress card. So this soulmate is someone who's very loving. This doesn't mean they have to be a woman. They just have a very loving energy and they're very in tune with their divine feminine. They're someone who wants to give and really, I'm also seeing like King of Pentacles energy. Someone who wants to provide for the people they love. Someone who, just an unconditional love. This is someone who everybody, they're like, oh, that person, I love that person. Like everybody really gets along. This is like that. I heard that song, Why Can't We Be Friends? That song, like this person's like, why can't we all just be friends? Why can't we all just get along? So this person feels very loving. This person wants to take care of their family. They are probably very close to their own mother, very close to their father, have had a really nice upbringing and really close to any siblings, cousins, relatives. And they want to even take care of these people financially, because that King of Pentacles, I'm really feeling that really strong. How do you always know? I just say what comes to me, doll. I don't know how I know. Half the time I feel like I'm making things up, like my imagination's running away with me. Yeah, there's this sense of feeling overburdened with things. And this soulmate of yours is going to have that similar energy where you're both like ready for something new, ready for something fresh. And then boom, new cycle, you guys meet each other. And just really good. It's good energy, but you work so hard for us. Well, thank you, Deanna. I appreciate you guys so much, though. I really do. I have a lot of fun doing this as well. Okay. All right. What else does Anne need to know? I love that song. Oh, cool. Well, maybe that song will be playing somewhere, and that'll be like a sign for you to be looking around. Yeah, look. Tower moment. So this energy of this eclipse and the future eclipse coming on next Sunday, you're going to be doing a lot of transformation. This is that Scorpio energy, that Pluto energy really popping off in your life. So wherever Scorpio is in your chart, Anne, that and Pluto as well, where they're located in your birth chart, and also where Pluto's transiting in your chart. In Vedic astrology, Pluto is transiting the very last degrees of Sagittarius, almost going into Capricorn. So that's going to be a really transformational place for you. And of course, this energy, with the overburden and feeling overwhelmed, it's going to come, at a price after a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. But guess what? After the Tower in the tarot comes the Star. And then the World, like it's new beginnings, wishes coming true after you go through some, a bit of tribulations, so to speak, where you're really, soul searching and really diving deep into like those 8th house matters. 8th house is the natural ruler of, or Scorpio naturally rules the natural 8th house. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're going to even be really getting in touch with your intuition, unburying hidden things, what's going on in the world, things going on in the world. This isn't just your personal energy, and this is like world energy, world events that are really changing the dynamic of our world. And of course, on the surface, it all may look doom and gloom like the Tower, but really what it's setting us up for is the Star. When we can trudge through the 8th house, the Scorpio energy, our result is the Star. And we really face our fears and get in touch with that. And that's when everything comes true for us. Yeah, because for a while, and I'm not saying this to try to, I know this was a soulmate reading, but this almost like took over like what you need to know in the between time. Feeling left out in the cold, just not feeling like you have enough or the help from other people. But really you do, because the 5 of Pentacles, all they have to do is turn around and there's a door to a church right here. They can walk in and have a hot meal and a warm place to stay. That's what I'm seeing for you. So if you do feel like things are really heavy, you're not going to find this or do that, like just know that help is there. And a lot of times all you need to do is ask. And that may even be for your guides, asking your guides and angels and for help. But let's just get a romance card. But this person, yeah, heart-to-heart conversations. When you meet this soulmate, this person, it says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you're going to be really connected to this person on a soul level, like really excited about being with them. They're going to be really unconditionally loving to you, really accepting you for who you are, and you're going to do the same with them. They feel like a very awesome person, and they may even be someone helping you out in some way that you guys just form a bond. You may even be going to, after this graduation and stuff, meeting him where he works, like he's helping you out in some way where he works, maybe. I don't know. That's just kind of what they're showing me. But I hope that resonated. I know that may brought more questions for you than answers, but Spirit is tricky these days. They're not just wanting to dish out all these happily ever afters and this, and this. They're showing us, though, as a collective, we've got a lot we're going through on a collective level. that maybe, you know, certain plans that you had won't go according to plan. But that doesn't mean that, oh no, we can kiss it all goodbye. That's actually just setting you up for better energy and better opportunity. So I hope that resonated for you, Anne. But you have a gem waiting for you. That's really what it feels like. A very loving person, very gentle personality, someone who wants to take care of the people they love. Okay. I see some more super chats pouring in. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Gabby XO, thank you. And Deanna, thank you so much. Okay, we'll get you guys added to the list. So that was for Anne. I hope that resonated for you and brought you a little bit of guidance. Wow, everything is resonating today. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, I hope you just know that any struggles you're going through, you will come out more than on top. Like you have that star energy waiting for you. I really feel it. After any tower moments you have coming, there's a major star coming for you. Treasure Hustler sent Donatella. Oh, hello, Donatella. We love Jackie around here. She's awesome. Okay. So, I'm remembering what I need to do. Free questions. If you guys have a question you would like answered for free, go ahead and pop that in the chat and I will intuitively select one of your questions, you guys. You're so welcome, Anne. I appreciate you as always. And it's always good to see you here. Always good to see you. I mind sending the super chat list. Yeah, let me scroll up. I know Czar's here, but she wasn't able to keep the list because she's got she's probably on a device that she can't easily do that. But I can scroll up. Let's see if I can scroll up. Yeah, we've got this. I'm gonna copy this, but I need to also add a few people to it. So we're gonna do a little bit of housekeeping for a moment. So if you already posted your free question, just hold tight because I will scroll back up and get to all of those. I'll look through those real quick, but I just wanna make sure I'm adding everyone who just recently donated so we do not miss anyone. Sweet Pea is back on the list. Okay, good. So just Sandy, you will be up after our next free question. So have your question ready and we can roll right into that. And no, let me get you on the list. Okay. I think that's our current list. If you've donated and your name is not on this list I just posted, please let one of the mods know that I can get my attention on it and get you on there. Okay. Scrolling back up to the start of these questions that you've asked me, and we will have just Sandy up on deck. Oh, El Archangel, I didn't even see that you had that there. You got it already going on, and then I made a new list. Well, thank you for that. Okay. Who is coming to Anna F. in love? Let's find out. Okay. Well, first we're going to get a romance angel card, and then we'll also get a tarot card to just maybe get some information about personality. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Look at this. We've got the new love card. Look at that. We've got a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Look at that, Anna F. So you have new love definitely on the horizon for you. And it's someone you're very attracted to, I'm feeling already. But let's just get a one card answer about their personality. The star we were just talking about with the other reading with Anne, excuse me. The star, this person is literally going to be like a dream come true, like your dream person. So really be daydreaming about your perfect looking person, your perfect acting person, what they would do for work. Just really like get real into your daydream mode and really visualize this person, because I have a feeling this person that's coming in your life is going to be a dream come true, especially if you've had a lot of bad luck with love. this person is going to turn it all around and be someone who is like the opposite of all the bad stuff you really experienced in other relationships. I just want to get one more. And this tends to be the card representing Aquarius. So this person is most definitely has some pretty strong Aquarius in their chart. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, any placement in Aquarius. And possibly their Aquarius house will sit where your 7th house is in your chart if you want to do like a synastry kind of thing. Let's just get one more card about, looks, personality, anything that wants to come through. Oh, wow, look, you got the new love card. Oh, it's on and popping, girl. This might be soon. This feels soon. This is the new love card of the tarot. You got new love. I mean, mic drop. Ready? Mic drop. She's got new love coming. This is going to be someone who's got a lot of emotional connection to offer you. And I think in the past, you just really didn't feel emotionally connected to exes or crushes before. But coming up, this person's going to have a lot of deep, beautiful conversations with you. And it's going to be a dream come true. Like, there's not much else to say. This person, and they may even have brown hair. That's what I'm getting from this card. So they may have brown hair. But they're very lovable too. They're just someone who gives a lot of hugs and just wants to hang out. It's exciting. It's fun. It's a dream come true. Mic drop. That is awesome. That's exciting. I'm excited for you, Anna F. Okay. I hope that resonated and brought you some happiness to your life. That's amazing. Oh, hey, late night. Treasure Hustlers sent you. Treasure Hustlers, what are you doing? You're sending everyone over. Thank you so much. Okay, so just Sandy, if you're here, go ahead and get your question popped right down there in the chat. And after that, we'll take another free question. And then Sweet Pea 101, we will get to your question. You're excited too, Anna F. I don't blame you. You can't pull better cards than what we just pulled for new love coming into your life. I mean, it's like amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, just Sandy, are you here? Yes, you are. About my business and will I find a soulmate? Okay, let's start with business. Business in the front, new soulmate in the back. It's like the mullet. You have a mullet question. Okay, business for just Sandy. What does Sandy need to know about business? About her business. Okay, well, we have builder. So you're definitely building something with a solid foundation. The work you're putting in is going to pay off. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So is this like, I'm getting entrepreneur vibes. Is this something that you are the entrepreneur, you're your own boss, you're creating your own business? Like, that's what I'm really getting. Or just if you're at work, you really have this sense where you can create the exact job and it's like you are your own boss at work. Like, that's what I'm really feeling from that card. What else does Sandy need to know about her business? And I want to get one also from Moonology. You're on the right path. Look, you can't get much better than that. You're getting really clear answers. So keep doing what you're doing because it's working. All this hard work you're putting in, Sandy, is really paying off for you. That's exciting. You're a silversmith. Oh, wow. Look, and he's got a hammer in his hand. I love that. Wow. Yeah, you're literally building and creating things. I love that. Spirit is amazing. It just never ceases to amaze me. Let's just get one more. You're already on the right path. You're building it. You're doing it. You're living the dream. It's on and popping for you, Sandy. Let's just get a word of advice from the Moonology. Well, this is weird because it says nothing will come of this situation, but here's what I'm interpreting. If there's something you're worried about happening to derail your business or orders not coming in, that's all mental. That's swords energy. Because the void, of course, moon represents not starting something new, but you've already started this. So any new weird thoughts you're having about, oh no, what if, unfounded worries. That's what it's showing me. You're on the right path. So they're saying nothing will come of this situation. That's not talking about your business because they already said you're on the right path. This is worries you have surrounding the business, growing the business, even citing places where you're buying things, materials and stuff that maybe will fall through or have fallen through, and you're worried like, oh no, how am I going to find a replacement? Or, how am I going to, all the woulda, shoulda, couldas, how am I gonna? Unfounded worries, because nothing will come of those worries. You're going to be just fine. So I hope that brings you some relief. But that feels beautiful. I just want to grab one more from this life purpose, and it fell right out. Yeah, maybe doing some energy work. You got the body work card because, doing a lot of stuff with your hands, self-care and really taking care of your body will help you be able to do your job. So maybe this is also letting you know that you need to take more time for your body and your self-care and resting and not working so hard. But the hard work you are putting in is definitely paying off for you, Sandy. But it says your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So this could just be words of advice that you can do your own energy healing on yourself. You could infuse your things you're making with your business with healing and loving energy. I mean, there's lots of ways you can interpret this for what you're doing. But let's figure out with the soulmate. I just want to scroll up and reread your question just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, thanks for your donation, Kitsune Doll. I appreciate that. We will get you added to the list here. Maybe I scrolled. And will I find a soulmate? Okay, yeah. All right, Sandy. Will Sandy find a soulmate? Okay, so this is, again, they're throwing the caution flag out, but then they're like, but wait, there's more, in a good way. There's going to be someone coming to you before your soulmate that is just a player or someone who's just like looking to gain something from you. They don't have pure intentions, but that's not who we want to know. But this is just like a red flag that you can maybe even avoid this person if you see, red flags or your intuition's like, you're kind of a joker. You can almost avoid even going down that road. Because I can already feel a soulmate energy that's after that person that wants to come in. But you don't have to answer the door. That's what Spirit's saying. This person here wants to come in, but you don't have to answer the door. Okay, so for Sandy, for her soulmate, does she have a soulmate connection coming? Yes, you do. Look, we've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So the more you get into your spirituality and how you kind of just live your life in a more spiritual way, more heart-centered way, you're going to attract someone who lives their life on a more spiritual path and in a more heart-centered way as well. Let's get some information about this soulmate, anything that wants to come through about the relationship. Oh, that's too many. These are the hardest things I've ever owned to shuffle, but we're getting it done. Whoa. Okay, we'll take that one and that. Yeah, there's 3. So I think we can do this. Okay, so first we've got time. So it says you're trying too hard, give it time. So maybe just you really wanting this soulmate to come in is going to allow this joker on the side to kind of, hey, what's up? Hey, Sandy, what's up? But of course, you don't have to engage with that very long. But you are doing some healing. And I know this is broken record energy here, me saying this over and over, but you're healing things in your own life that are going to help bring this soulmate to you. Look, you've got power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. That's you steering clear of this and then stepping into your own power and realizing that you have a soulmate. Because look inside yourself. That's what I was saying about that self-care, that more spiritual path. Examine what is causing you to feel like you need the soulmate in your life now. You're 70. Okay, so there may be somebody, though, that's still, trying to get in there and play and see if they can, mess with you. And they're just trying to look for something that they're gaining, but they're not really an asset to you. But there definitely is soulmate energy. Look. We've got the union card. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. So this feels twin flame. So after maybe a little bit of dealing with this person, which I think if you see the writing on the wall, you can almost just avoid that completely. Then you will make space for this new person to come in. This is somebody who is like a twin flame energy, or at the very least a soulmate. So that does feel really, really beautiful. You've got it on the horizon. It's just a matter of time, because we had the time card popping out. Give it time. And yeah, you say, I'm 70. You have time, girl. Believe me, this soulmate will be in your life. It will. So I hope that resonated, Sandy. Yeah, you've got some, self-care stuff. Really be taking care of yourself. But you are on the right path with what you're already doing in your business. And, just really tuning into your own intuition is going to help you avoid this first situation, make way for a more spiritual connection with that twin flame / soulmate energy that wants to come in. So just patience. And I know patience is a hard thing for most of us here in this 3D world, but having a little bit of patience will bring you the exact person that is meant for you. So I hope that resonated, Sandy. Okay. Oh, hello, late night. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. And we will get you added to the list. And I have about 45 minutes till I need to log off of the live. And how many do we have on our super chat list currently? So let's scroll up. So we've got Sweet Pea next. Then Gabby XO, Deanna, Kitsune Doll. And then we've got Late Night at the end. So I think I will do one more free question right now. Go ahead and pop that free question in. I'm going to do one more free question, and then I'm going to work my way through the super chats just to make sure I have enough time. But hold on in the chat if you want, or come back in a little bit, because I might have time to grab a few more free questions before we wrap up if I make my way through these super chats. It shouldn't take long. That's all I'm saying. So, okay. Free questions have entered the chat. Okay. Okay, L Archangel wants to know, is doing readings for people my life purpose? Let's find out. I'm going to get this stack, actually. Okay. And I always like to say we don't just have one overall life purpose. We've got lots of little life purposes as well. So they'll kind of give us some ideas of what you can do. One already fell out upside down, so I have no idea what it is. Hydrate and think about how freaking amazing you are. Oh, Czar, I love you. Taking your advice. Okay, for L Archangel, doing readings for people part of L Archangel's life purpose. Okay, well, we had the travel card pop out. So definitely, you could do what I'm doing here, or doing readings in some way to help people, and also be traveling the world. Like, that would be really fun for, I think, a lot of people. But your life purpose does involve traveling around. But you also have heart's desire. So it says the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So I think it is part of your purpose, because that is part of your heart's desires, to help people through readings. Because look, you've also got the healer card. Your readings bring healing to people's life. That's what they're showing me. You have this spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So, people don't just heal like as a doctor or a nurse. There's energy healing. There's infusing poetry or music or books with beautiful downloads or codes of healing. There's, doing readings and helping heal people that way. There's plenty of ways you can incorporate healing into your life purpose, but you definitely are a healer, L Archangel. And of course, Indigo Child. And it's something just like tapped the top of my head as I said that. But yeah, I only help certain people. Well, that's fine. Love writing poetry about my life experience. As you say that, look what comes out. Creative writing. So yeah, do that writing, doing readings, because see, I'm a writer. I'm a writer as well. I'm writing a 4-part series, books that are young adult books that are going to help young people going through spiritual awakening. It's got a lot of crazy things going on and paranormal experiences and all the fun spiritual stuff in the book, because there's just really nothing like that on the market, and I want to write it. So maybe that's part of your calling as well. But as you know, as I'm the writer, I'm also doing readings for people. So they're showing me that your life purpose, Archangel, is multifaceted. You don't just have to do one thing for 40, 50, 60 years and that's it. You have lots of things you can do, lots of options with your life purpose, with your career, and it'll pay off for you. It really will. Post them online and show other people they're not the only ones going through certain situations. Yeah, that's amazing. So you're just healing already through your words of your stories or your creative writing, your poetry. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh wow, Czar asked the same. Yeah, those are all major arcana energies. Wow, yeah, that's powerful. You've got that High Priestess, which is all about intuition. The Hangman is seeing things a different way. The Hermit is really going within and finding that inner truth. The Chariot is having lots of decisions. So pretty much everything we said, yeah, it's right there. I love that. So I hope that answered your question, Archangel. Okay, so let me go back to my super chat list. Sweet Pea, you are up. So if you have your question ready, we can go ahead and get into your question. And I do believe that was our last free question, at least until I can work through this super chat list, because I do have to log off here at 2 p.m. It is currently 1:20 p.m. my time. I have a Zoom meeting with my critique group that I definitely have to get to. So I need to make sure I work my way through the super chat list. Let's see. Like anxiety, depression, heartbreak, and other things like that. Yeah, that's amazing that you're doing that, because that will help other people for sure. What's to come for me after I move to Houston? Okay, let's find out for Sweet Pea. Second person asking about Houston today. Something cool going on in Houston that I don't know about? I know one of my mods lives in the Houston area. I'm not going to name which one, privacy reasons. Okay, so we have it's time to take action and meditate and contemplate. So with this meditate and contemplate, you already know the answer, like what you're wanting and hoping to happen, but it says it's time to take action. So it's like the sooner, Spirit's like pushing you toward Houston. It's like the sooner you can get to Houston, the better it's going to be. But let's just find out like what's in store for you. Like what do you need to know about it? What's in store? I want to get Work Your Light as well. So I'm going to grab a card from each deck. What is awaiting Sweet Pea in Houston? Oh, wow. Are you wanting any children or to start a family? It says you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine life purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children, or teaching children, helping children. That's something that you'll be able to do when you move to Houston in a better capacity than where you're at now. But if you're looking to have more children or start a family, like the waters are ripe for that as well, if that's what you want to be doing. But just working with children or having a more, if none of the children stuff resonates, just having a more childlike sense of wonder about life, tapping into your own inner child, and just feeling more alive with life. Yeah, leap. Take that leap, get to Houston. You go first. The universe will catch you. So they're almost like, yeah, you'll have the children thing going on, but they're like, take the leap of faith. You already know like what you're planning to do. Like they're just like, take action, take the leap. Very Fool energy, very Ace of Wands energy going into Eight of Wands energy. Like things can really start happening rapidly for you if you can get to Houston sooner than later. Let me grab one more card. For Sweet Pea, what's to come when Sweet Pea moves to Houston? Yeah, what lights you up? Starseed. So you're going to really start, when you get to Houston, you're going to start discovering more of your life purpose. Why it is you were born, why you incarnated, because you yourself are a starseed. You come from other planets, other galaxies to come help raise the vibration of the planet Earth. And you moving to Houston, look, she's kind of overlooking the water there. And forgive me, I'm not like all up on like Texas's geography, but I want to say Houston is near the ocean, and it's that connection to the ocean that's very important for you, Sweet Pea. Being able to go to the ocean when you want, put your feet in the surf, in the sand, that's what's really drawing you to that area specifically, I think. If I would say if Houston's not on the ocean, I can't recall geographically where Houston is, but if it's not on the ocean, you still have a really special connection to the ocean. The spirits tell me it's close enough that you can drive at the very least, and it won't be like an all-day thing. So I hope I'm not like lying about the geography of that. But really good things. You're gonna really discover more of your life purpose. I just want to grab one card from this deck just to see what else awaits you, Sweet Pea. These don't want to go back in, so I will take this one. Breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Yeah, you're releasing what wasn't serving you where you're at, your kind of old energy, and moving into something completely new when you get to Houston. It's going to feel like a breath of fresh air for you for sure. So I hope that answered your question and gave you a little bit of guidance about what's going to happen, but it feels really positive, really good new beginnings, possibility for having a family. I mean, even if you already have a family, it's just expanding the family, or just feeling the sense of family with people you meet down there as well. You're so welcome, Sweet Pea. That was fun. That was really fun. Yeah, it's very exciting. Very Fool energy. Fool as in the tarot card, the Fool. Can anyone in chat tell me how to deal with hurricanes? Yeah, right? So it must be 20 to 45 minutes away from multiple bodies of water, beaches, rivers, and lakes. Thank you for that update, El Archangel. Yeah, Spirit was showing me. It's like, well, it's close enough. Like, you can drive easily and get where you need to go. But being in the water of the ocean near Houston, just putting your toes in it, you don't have to swim or anything, just like walking the beach will actually really heal you, Sweet Pea. That's what they're showing me. Okay, who is next on our super chat list? And thank you again so much for your donation, Sweet Pea. I appreciate that. And it's good to see you here. Okay, does anyone have my updated super chat list? I know we've had a few new donations since I last was talking about it. And hydrate though while I think about that, find it. Yeah, we got about a half hour left of my live here today. I just want to say thanks to everyone who's joined us today. I want to try to get to everybody on this super chat list. So we got Sweet Pea, we've got Gabby up next. And then we have Deanna and Kitsune Doll, and then Late Night. Late Night, you are on that list as well. So can someone add Late Night to our list? Because I do see that donation was our most recent donation. So that would be the last on our list for today that we can probably get to. So if you send any super chats as of now, they may have to be applied to next Saturday, but we will try to get to you today. But it may not be possible. But any further super chats after right this moment will probably be applied to next Saturday or Sunday, whichever day will work for you. We will always be calling out any names to anyone who super chatted just to make sure we pick them up along the way. So if you donate, next time you come to a super chat, let us know, hey, I donated, and we will get you back on the new list. Okay. All right, so Sweet Pea, we got you. Gabby XO, can you go ahead and put your question up? And then Deanna's on deck, and then Kitsune Doll, and then Late Night. And thank you so much for updating that list, El Archangel. I think we can do 1, 2, 3. I think we can do 4 readings in 32 minutes. I'm almost guaranteeing we can do that. So quite possibly, if anyone does super chat, we can also get to their question today as well. Right. Gabby XO, how does Sam Libra feel about me? Capricorn. Is it completely over? Okay, let's see what energies. How does Sam feel about Gabby? What's going on with Sam in regards to Gabby? It says express your love. So go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So since we're asking about how he feels about you, I'm almost saying that he will maybe reach out and let you know he still has feelings. Let's see. Wait, this is my question. Is he my soulmate? Well, express your love. Okay. So we'll go with the new, we'll go with this question. Wait, this is the question. Is he my soulmate? Well, we have express your love. So to me, that feels like at least there's a major romantic attraction there. Let's just see, is he your soulmate? Give your relationship a chance. Wow. So they're letting you know it probably is not over. Work on your partnership. Express your love. Even if you're the one to make the first move to let him know that you're still thinking about him, that you still have feelings, that'll be a step in a good direction. Because depending on his personality, like some people are so stubborn, they will never reach out again, even if they have major feelings. Some people just, well, like they're too stubborn, they refuse. But you got the power card. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. But you also have the power to say yes if that's what you want. But when I see this card, when this card pops up, we've got this snake, to me, which involves healing. The healing of a relationship will help you, but you kind of ended things. Okay, well, just because you ended things as of now, told you it was over, so you don't know. Okay, so there may just be, the reason that you may get different answers from different tarot readers or from the same tarot reader, I can't talk, on different dates is because people make new decisions which shift timelines. So really anything anyone asks about the future ever is always up to change because different actions we take or don't take or waiting for other people to take or don't take really affect the outcome. So there may be actions you've taken lately or actions that Sam has taken lately that have maybe shifted the trajectory to more that it could still be a possibility for you. Maybe just some soul searching he's done, some healing he has done that has kind of allowed him to realize that, wow, I shouldn't throw that away. I should probably, Lizzie Warren says, oh man, I watched Father Ted last night. He mentioned Kurt Cobain, and then today the Smells Like Teen Spirit song was playing. I have to tell you, oh my goodness. So Kurt's hanging out with you today, Lizzie. I love that. Thanks for letting me know. That's so cool. But yeah, so some healing he's done, some healing you have done has opened a new door for this to still remain a possibility. So I hope that doesn't confuse you. It's not that those other tarot readers weren't picking up on the energy. They absolutely were. They were just picking up on energy of that present moment and what a potential future would look like in that moment. But as of this moment, he does still have feelings, absolutely. And he may or may not be the first to express that love, but I have a feeling if you reach out to him and give, work on your partnership, let him know you're willing to put in work if he is, I think he might come around. Let's just get one more card here from the Lover's Oracle just to see what else they have on deck for you. So here it is. Yeah, we have balance. So it says, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, which right now you're going through some challenges. But that doesn't mean, it's like that wheel energy. You're maybe at a low point right now, not being together, but I see that wheel starting to turn. Like when it gets this way, the relationship could be back on and popping. Like that's what I'm seeing. But of course, if you reach out and he's like, no, leave me alone, then that's a new decision he's made. But at least today, in the current energies that we're picking up, he's thinking about you. He definitely still has feelings, and he's not completely closed that door. Like it might be mostly closed, but he's like peeking through it. Like that's what they're showing me. So I hope that resonates. let's just get a word of advice from our Moonology, just to see any actions you can take or advice. So it means we might be meant to be together. Yeah, absolutely, because there is a very soulmate connection between the two of you. Yeah, when that snake pops up, that's soulmate energy. That's karmic relationship, but you know, karmic doesn't always have to mean bad. That just means you guys travel lifetime after lifetime together. That's why the connection is hard to just close and be done with, because you've got this past life connection, future life connection, current life. Wow, I've really spilled those cards. We got two that want to come out down here. I can reach them. Oh, there we go. Ugh, making my chair squeak as in the process. Okay. Wow, look. We've got express your love and be bold and make the first move. Wow, look at that. So you'll probably have to be the one to reach out. That's what I'm seeing, Gabby. You'll probably have to reach out. But look, you're very close to achieving your goal. These two mirror each other so well. Look. Express your love, be bold, make the first move, and then give your relationship a chance. You're very close to achieving your goal. It's like these two sentences, these could be sentences that are completing. Express your love, be bold, and make the first move. That's one sentence. Give your relationship a chance. You're very close to achieving your goal. That's the other sentence. That's what they're showing me. At least today. Where he's at in his head, in his heart, he's thinking about you today, right now. And I think he's almost wishing you're the one to reach out, because I have a feeling what I was saying about pride getting in the way. He just may not have that. He has this big sense of pride that he may not be the first to reach out. And he'll always leave you hanging because he doesn't want to, you know, admit he was wrong or go back on saying it's over or whatever. Like, he doesn't want to look like he messed up in any way. That's what they're showing me. So, I don't know. Didn't see a connection between us, but you told it depended on the moment. So I get it. Yeah. And of course, you're getting differing information from tarot readers or anybody. Consult your intuition first and foremost, because it is your strongest guide, your strongest indicator of everything. It is your best tarot reader, your intuition, your higher self, your gut instinct. So yeah. So you're saying yes because I told him I wanted to stop. But I didn't really want to. Okay, so yeah, you might have to be the one to make that first move, do that bold move, let him know how you feel, and just feel it out. Because, I mean, this does not feel like a closed door. It feels like the door's cracked, and, you know, mostly like closed for sure because you're not probably talking right now, but he's peeking through the door. You're peeking through the door, like, so see where it goes. And I hope it works out for you guys. I really do. Okay. Chrislyn, you can still do super chat. I may have time to get to it today, but if I don't, anyone who ever donates and super chats to my channel, if you attend any future live, even if it's 3 months from now and we don't get to you till then, and you're finally at a live, we will have your name written down on this list, and we will always put you priority over everyone else who donated that day or after you. So if you do donate, you will always get your question answered, and it always is in divine time, whether it's going to be today or next week or next Sunday, like whatever, we'll get to it for sure. But you can also wait to donate when I'm live again. On next Saturday, I will be live again during the day. I'm not sure what time quite yet, but I will get those scheduled. So if you have the notifications on for my channel, you will get notified when I schedule the readings and also when I go live as a surprise. So if you have the notifications turned on and you're subscribed, you will be the first to know all the information. It is free reading, but I did close that section out because I want to be able to get to everyone who has sent the donation, to be able to close out as many of those as I can so they're not pushed to next week, if we can possibly do that. But if I finish these before I have to log off in about 22 minutes, then I will open the free back up. So you can hang around or come back. It's up to you. Okay, so who's next on our list? Let's see, scroll up. I'm not seeing it. Sweet pea, Gabby Okay, Deanna, you're next, followed by Kitsune Doll and Late Night. And then we're probably closing it out because we're getting a little close to 2. But if we have time, I will take a few more. I will go until 2 o'clock, no matter what happens. So is the person on my mind my future partner the one? He lives far away now, but I woke up suddenly drawn to him, and I'm not sure if it's all in my head. Okay, Deanna. Is this person on your mind a future partner or the one? What do we need to know about this person on Deanna's mind as far as her love life goes? There are romantic feelings, and I think this is mutual. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Let's find out what else Spirit wants you to know about this. Yeah, look. Soulmate, there's definite soulmate connection. That's why you're so drawn in this direction. Yes, this is your soulmate. So let's see if there's any potential for making this a future person, or if this is the one. I mean, they're the one as far as, yes, they are definitely a soulmate. But let's see if you guys will be soulmates in this life and like romantic partners in the future. Okay, so it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So this is, I call this another healing card, dealing with past traumas and wounds from other relationships or anything that went down in this relationship. Whatever it is, you're doing some healing, and that will help bring, kind of mend the bridge between you is what I'm seeing. They're saying there's one more card in here that I need to find that will probably fly out. That's how they operate most of the time. Didn't that time. But yeah, look, this is mirroring what we just said about retreating, going within and doing some soul searching. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. So this is getting real selfish with your time and attention and getting real spiritual with yourself. They're showing me like hermit mode, like you feel that, yeah. Because the healing you're going to be doing, the epiphanies that are going to be coming to you, the spiritual gifts that you have, I've been asking about him. Yeah, the spiritual gifts that you have, like your spirit guides are showing me that you're really leveling up spiritually, level up. You're leveling up, and it would be really hard to be going after a relationship and doing all this spiritual growth that's on the cards for you. But after a time of retreat and really integrating these gifts that are coming online and just life, like I'm feeling like you're stepping more into your life purpose. And if they were to bring him into your life right now, it would almost sidetrack all the work that you're going to do because you'd be too focused on him rather than on you. But let's see if there's this future potential there. So it says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So when I get this card, what I get from it is just accepting that things are the way they are right now for a reason. And that will transform any future relationship you have with him, because this is going to be a major time of getting peaceful. I always call this the peace sign. It looks like a peace sign. Getting real peaceful with yourself, retreating into yourself and really leveling up spiritually, and just your whole life, your whole outlook is going to change. And wow, I've always felt like I wouldn't be the best option for him, but I'm working on self-love. Well, maybe you're leveling up to get on his level, because he wasn't it yesterday he was the one that really started your awakening. Now it's coming together. Now I'm remembering. And Spirit's not really saying yes or no. And I think that was our case yesterday as well, because this does involve some healing and some peace that's coming into your life. And yes, wow, yeah. Okay, so they're not saying a yes or no, because as of right now, you still have some healing left to do in your own life and surrounding, things from your childhood. I mean, things from even high school, crushes that broke your heart, things that you think of today as inconsequential, but they were very real feelings when you went through them. And especially if you didn't cry the tears you needed to cry or get it out of your system, it's kind of long buried in there. So you're cracking it open to heal. Is there potential for him to like me like that? Well, let's find out. I mean, we already did get that romantic feelings card, so I think that he definitely has like a vibe with you as far as all that goes. And he sees all this work you've done and this queen you're becoming. Not to say you're lacking now, that's not at all what we're saying. You're just becoming more, because who we are in any given moment is who we've been conditioned to be, who we've been programmed to be. And of course, we start chiseling away that programming, that brainwashing of who we need to be, who we should be. And really, in essence, we're revealing our true, authentic soul selves. So it's not to say you're not already the person you were meant to be, because you definitely are. It's just buried under a little bit of ish, really. So you're chiseling that ish away to tap into who you are, and forgetting who you were told to be by other people, by society, by the systems, by parents, by whoever. Look at this. These are what came out. True love and express your love. So I'm not saying, write him a letter right now and spill it all out right now. I feel there is this sense of hermitude and growth that you're going through. And once you do that, you're going to have an epiphany, and things may just line up to where you somehow cross paths online or something. It feels very kismet, very destined to be. But by expressing your love, I mean, he is a true love. He's definitely a soulmate connection. We've got that already. But there could be, I'm getting chills now, there could be true love in your future with him. And you will probably be the one to come back to him and start, that conversation back up. I wouldn't say just hit him over the head with, I'm in love with you, and just really establishing a firm friendship and just kindred spiritness. And then you will build to something. But that's after a time of healing. I really do see that. Because you getting together and being together would involve a move. It would involve a lot of actions that haven't been taken yet. So we can't quite tap into that energy like definitively yet, because there are so many, I always say this, like I's that need dotted, T's that need crossed before we can really feel that energy. But as a potential, it's definitely on the cards as a potential right now for you. Just as a result of you doing that inner work and really getting authentic with who you are on a soul level. Wow, thank you. We do have the same type of work too. Hope we cross paths. Yes, the potential is there for sure. Wow, thank you so much. Need to do some self-healing, work on myself first. Yes, hope I'll be ready for him. Yes. And it's not that you're not good enough now. You absolutely are. It's just you feeling worthy is more what's in question than him thinking you're worthy. But as you do that work, you're going to feel more self-love, more self-worth, and really know that you deserve someone like him. That's what they're showing me. So do your work, girl, and you can have what you want. That's really what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. So next we've got, scroll up because I lost my place in the chat. I know it was a Kitsune doll. I'm gonna make sure I don't see my list, so I don't want to skip somebody. But Kitsune doll, I know you're very soon. Yeah, it is Kitsune doll. Okay, Kitsune doll, and then the other one. There's one missing from your list here, Archangel. It was the very last super chat we received, which I'm scrolling. See, it was late night. Late night needs to be added to the list. So we've got Kitsune doll. If you're here, go ahead and put your question. And then we also have late night right after Kitsune doll. So we will get those two up. Yoju is going to be a holdover, I believe, because Yoju didn't show up today. That's a holdover from yesterday's chat or live. So I will just circle Yoju's name to continue that for next Saturday. Let's see. So Kitsune doll, your question is at 347. Oh, I see it up there. Okay. Let's see. So is the Aries I mentioned yesterday hiding his true feelings about me right now? Does he want to stay as friends with you? Okay. All right, let's get the lowdown on this Aries. Is he hiding true romantic feelings for Kitsune Doll? Does he want to just stay friends? Just spill the tea on this Aries. How does he feel? Well, we have love yourself first. And I don't remember if this came out yesterday for you, Kitsune Doll, but this is a pretty big theme for many people wondering about other people. And they're learning this sense of self-love. And when you can really do that heart chakra healing, heart chakra meditation, heart chakra activation, all things heart chakra, you're really going to be pulling a lot more love and a higher vibration into your life that you will attract who is right for you. So loving yourself, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's what they're saying so far. Let's just see, is he hiding true feelings? Does he just want to stay friends? So we have religious factors. So there may be things that are different between you guys spiritually. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So you may be two different religions or backgrounds, very different family dynamics. But I don't think that would like deter him or you from like making this a thing. As far as friends go or lovers, let's see if the cards can get us information. Well, they're letting you know that it would probably be safe for you to express your love to him. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, they say. And what else? Okay. The Kitsune Doll and her Aries. How does he feel? If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart. What was I saying about the heart? Yes. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So I'm almost feeling, this is what they're showing me. There's someone more better. Someone better, more better. That's not proper English. There's someone better for you, better suited for you as a love match than this person. That's not to say that you can't have them in your life as a friend. But they're almost showing me that it wouldn't be as fulfilling as you think it would be in this moment. But there's someone, it feels to me, let me just ask a question on a future possible soulmate or love connection for you that's not this Aries. This is someone else we're asking about now that I'm feeling that energy wants to come through. It's better suited to who you are. Yeah. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Maybe freeing yourself. And I know it's hard when you have feelings for someone to just turn those off and ignore it. Like, that's hard. But they also have expressed your love. So it's almost like there's a confusion around what you should do or not do. That's what I'm picking up. I don't feel that close with him and I want to actually move with someone else. Okay, then look, this is your biggest answer. Free yourself from his energy. You can still be friends or have a connection in that way, but there is someone else that's better suited. So you're already on the right track. Yeah, free yourself. You're already on the right track. So I love how it all lines up. Yeah, this friend, he can still be a friend. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, twin flames don't always have to be love. That is for sure. My twin flame is one of my spirit guides. So how's that for not a love interest? Yeah, and there are people I know who are like mother-daughter twin flames, people who are best friend twin flames. It doesn't always have to be romantic, but a lot of times it is, because that's the biggest relationship in our life. We can really learn some lessons, is that person you're with. But it doesn't always shake out that way. Okay, Kitsune Doll, we got your question answered, I think. That felt very to the point after we figured that out. So late night, you are our last question, but I may have time to pick up another free one, depending on how long this lasts, because I gotta sign off here in about 8 minutes. So however long late night's question is, we could probably do another free question after that. Late night, a disconnected family beneficiary, I can't talk, beneficiaries. See, I slow it down and it flows like butter. Deception throughout estate issues over 20 years now in court. Wow. Will it financially conclude soon? Will another new estate have similar issues? Oh, wow. This is a big ball of mess. I can already see. So let's just go ahead and ask kind of the first part of that question. Will it conclude soon? Will this estate mess conclude soon for late night and the family? Will this estate issue and mess conclude soon. It says choose a new direction. So there may be a new development coming up, but they're not quite letting us know. This is funny because this card has been popping out of this deck a lot because timelines are a shifting. Oh, you just subscribed and you're new here. Thanks so much for coming around, fire sign. That's amazing. Oh, wow. But look, so there's going to be a development. So this has been popping off for 20 years. So it's saying there's a new direction coming. But then look, within the next few weeks, you're going to know some new information about something or someone or some legal thing involved with this. So there's going to be a development. A new clue, if you will. I don't know that that means it's all going to be said and done in the next few weeks, but there's going to be a new development coming up. Let me just see if I can get more information from the Moonology, and then we'll ask about that other estate having similar issues. Okay. Let us know about deception throughout this estate. Will this whole thing that's been going on over 20 years in court have a conclusion soon? Let us know, Spirit. Oh, wow, look, a fiery climax approaches. So that new information that's coming in the next few weeks is really going to turn this in a new direction or to that finale. Because that climax comes toward the end of the book, toward the end of the movie, toward the end of the thing. So you're at the tail end of this thing. It feels like it's almost that completion energy. But there's a fiery climax approaching. So this could mean things are getting more conflicting and more and worse before they get better, but as a result, it's going to be wrapped up quick. It feels like. Let's just get a bit of advice from the tarot as far as anything that we need to know about this new development or whatever's going on. There's a celebration on your part, and this feels like specific family members are really going to be celebrating, especially if they felt for a long time like it was unfair. So whoever, it's like the scales are going to be balanced and there's going to be a fair decision made with this. There's a celebration, and because you're the one asking the question, it feels very favorable for you. Wherever you're at in this ball of mess, it feels very favorable for you, late night. But let's go ahead and ask about this new estate and if it will have similar issues as the first. Will this new estate have similar issues to the first? Communicate clearly. So it feels to me, I hold information that could be that fire and I'm conflicted about giving it up. Okay, so this is all taking a fun turn. You know, that what might be, we can ask about that, but that might just entail you doing a little more soul searching just to see if that's the right move. But whatever decision you do make late night is going to be the right choice. So whether you withhold the information or give it, you make the right choice and it will be a win outcome for you, whatever you do. But with that new estate, the communication's going to be clearer. The information's going to be laid out better. And it feels to me like it's really going to pop off a lot sooner than 20 years long. So this one will be much less time investment. And I just heard only a few months. That's what it said. Only a few months are going to be tied up into this. Possibly a year. But that's just in the current way things are going. It's only going to be 1 year with this one. 1 year from the start of this one, the second or this new estate, and you'll have your answers and things will be wrapped up. But let's just get one more tarot card for just like the overall outcome about you making this choice about that fiery outcome. What does you need to know about that Aries, the fiery outcome? Yeah, King of Cups. So you're going to do what's right for the most people because the King of Cups is one who's fair and emotionally connected to the situation. So you probably may not be around for the next 20 years. Yeah, but you're coming at it from a place of fairness and emotional connection. So the reason you maybe withheld this information is to not hurt people, to not have it be a mess. So you're going to really have to tap into your heart and do some soul searching about it. But then we have that lack mentality card, that Four of Pentacles coming out. So maybe the reason you're doing this is so that certain people aren't left out in the cold financially or that just don't get as much as they should have. But whatever way you're going you're going to make the right choice, and it's going to be a celebration with that 3 of Cups you got. Yeah, you still have a decision. You haven't made your decision yet, but when you do, it's going to, they're saying if you make the choice to reveal the information, this thing will be wrapped up a lot quicker than if you don't. But you're going to have to tap into that soul, do that soul searching to figure out if you should or shouldn't, or, pros and cons, the whatever. This is ultimately up to you. And they're saying that's enough. They're saying that's enough. You've got enough information with what we've said, and you may have to go back and rewatch this. We're at the 2-hour, 58-minute mark for timestamp. So you can scroll back to the very end of this live because it's almost over and rewatch this when it's posted, which it will be very shortly here. So you can rewatch this and maybe just really ruminate about what you need to do. But ultimately, whatever decision you make, remember late night, it's the right choice. It was what you needed to do or not do, however you decide. Because ultimately, the choice is yours. You're going to do what's right for most people involved and make it more fair for those people who maybe felt left out of the situation. So I hope that resonates, brought you a little bit of guidance. I know it didn't quite say yes, no, maybe, whatever, but you have the keys to create some change in the situation. And then that second estate will be much easier than this one, for sure. So I hope that resonated. Since you guys are still here, we've got 23 people. I'm just going to pull a card for all of us as a general or collective, what we need to know before I close this live out. It's 2 o'clock. I got to go. But because you guys held on, I just want to give you guys a little bit of guidance. So any questions that maybe you had that didn't get answered today, you can bring them back Saturday or next Sunday. That's when I'll be live again. But also, you can take whatever information we get from this general and apply it to your question and see what information comes through. So I hope that resonates. And yeah, if you subscribe and click that notification, you'll be notified the second I schedule my upcoming lives, and also when I just decide to go live like as a surprise, because I've done that once before and I may be doing it again. And I'm not letting anyone know when it's going to be. I'm just going to come online, see what happens. Okay. Here's what we need to know. 1 already came out, and we got 2. Okay, so if you had a question you were wanting to ask me that did not get answered, you can apply these. Wow, I love it. You can apply this to it. There's a sense of letting go of something, but look, starting fresh. There's a new beginning as a result of ending something that you were wanting to ask about. And this doesn't mean like, oh, if you were asking about a relationship, that the relationship was ending. This is just letting go of old belief systems about something, or like, what am I, they're trying to show me something. Letting go of being right, letting go of wanting to see a specific outcome, just kind of surrendering. These fish don't try to swim against the river flow, they go with it. So they're saying go with the flow. Do what's the next natural step, what feels right in the situation. Let go. Forgive, do some healing. It will help you, because look what's as a result of you doing that healing and letting go of what's not serving you. A fresh start, a wonderful new beginning is going to be blossoming in your life as a result of letting go of what's not serving you. Wow, this still somehow applies. Absolutely it does, yes. And it almost always does, unless you had a really weird question like, what color are my underwear? A fresh start would maybe be changing the underwear, after a few days. Yeah, I'm getting delirious. I've been on here a while, guys. I apologize for being so weird. But yeah, there are certain questions that, no matter what way you shake it, it just wouldn't apply. And that might be one of them. So I hope you guys had some fun here. Please join me live again. Or in the meantime, tomorrow morning, I have my weekly pick a card reading, what you can expect for the week ahead, going live at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And I have my January reading. I like to post them quite early so you can plan ahead. My January 2021 reading is going to be live on Wednesday. And then Friday, I have another intuitive exercise coming your way. And then Saturday, I'm live with you again. We may try this rapid fire again Saturday. This was fun. Maybe not as rapid as my guides were wanting me to be with certain readings, but certain readings just needed a little more time and attention. But then Sunday, guys, hold on. Sunday, I'm excited. Sunday, we are getting into the solar eclipse energies, because that solar eclipse is happening. Sunday will be the 13th. That solar eclipse is going to be happening on the 14th, next Monday. Not this coming Monday, tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And I've got some information. My guides have been, I'm already getting chills. And if you guys missed my last Sunday live about that eclipse that happened, the full moon eclipse that happened on November 30th, go back and watch the first half hour of that live video. It's on my channel. That's major wealth of information, major chills again, major wealth of information for you guys to go back and look about because this is current energy. We are still in that 2-week eclipse gateway right now, and this is energy that's going to be affecting all of our lives for the next 6 months. And then after I break down what that means, I did for that video a minute, like a 20-minute, 15-minute reading about how we can expect these energies to affect our personal lives, and they will apply to each of you differently as it resonates. But I'm going to be doing that same very similar type of video next Sunday, the 13th. And I'm not sure what time I'm going live, possibly 11 or noon Mountain Time. That's kind of my sweet spot. Anywhere between 11 and 1 is when I like to go on. But you guys will have a lot of information coming at you in the meantime, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right back here at the Done Creative. All right, you guys, bye! Maybe. I always say bye, and then I try to end the stream, and it doesn't want to let me. But I'll see you guys on the flipping.